Well, before the Easter break takes place, we got one more week to talk about what happened today in week 5 of the A7FL. One team proved that you still have to go through us. And even when the champs don't have their full squad, they still put up the 50 burger. That goes without saying. But welcome to the Mizzle recap of the A7FL. Actually, very early because we were done by 6 p.m. So
that's early.
Very rarely does that happen, but welcome. Alongside Mizzle, I'm Dub. Welcome. As we're coming across a whole lot of platforms here, and glad you're with us. We are hoping to be joined momentarily by the legendary future Hall of Famer, Mr. Hollywood himself, Ashante Worthy from the Tristan BIC.
That man had.
Needless to say,
he ruled the 3-on-1. I tell you that he should get out of the Jaffa, the 3-on-1 winner should be Mr. Hollywood himself.
Well, speaking of Hollywood, let's go ahead and bring him on. I hope he's ready. I think.
Look like he's getting there.
He's getting there, but certainly he was the difference in this game with the Triton BIC and the Silk City Animals, to which, once again, for the second straight week, I look like a genius because I did say BIC would win by 2, and they won exactly by 2 points. But without further ado, ladies and gentlemen, joining us from the East Side, the one, the only, the multi-time A7FL champion, future Hall of Famer, and as I like to call him, the GOAT of 3-on-1s, the one, the only Mr. Ashante Worthy. Hollywood, we appreciate the time. Thank you for coming on, sir. And once again, congratulations on a big win for the Triton BIC that took place this afternoon.
That shit tweaking. Hello, y'all can hear me?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir. We got you.
I bet. Hey, I'm in the crib now. I'm good. How y'all doing?
We good, sir. We appreciate the time. Appreciate you for coming on. So, here's my first non-football question that I do want to ask. So, obviously, for those that don't know, the acronym for BIC, for the Trinity BIC, means Brothers in Christ. How did that name come about when this team was being formed way back when?
I ain't even gonna lie. That's a question you'll have to ask Kenny and Carl, because they had that name way before I even joined the team.
Okay.
So,
Got it. Well, it didn't to ask, but just talk about the it seemed like you guys were trying to prove a point today against the Silk City Animals, because we know that Silk City had the talk of being the, everyone's favorite darlings coming into the season, but obviously today, in the famous words of Coach Lee Corso, the Triton BIC said, "Not so fast, my friend," and you, good sir, played a very big part of it. But just what was your guys' mindset coming into today's game? I mean, obviously, you guys are not treating like it's the biggest game because you guys have played in many big games since the inception of this league. But just what was the overall team's mindset today coming in, playing a team that, everyone has been talked about, but, you guys basically proved that we are still the Triton BIC. We are still a force to be reckoned with in this league. Talk about that.
Honestly, I told my team probably a couple days ago. I'm like, yo, if y'all just go out there and get us 2 stops, 3, we got y'all. But that's basically what we was telling them. All we need them to do is just get 2 or 3 stops, and the offense will do the rest. So, and they went out there and got more than we even asked for. So,
Well, talk about your quarterback today. I mean,
Sterry, good lord,
Sterry was he couldn't miss. Everything he was putting out his hand, it was getting completed. I mean, he was poised in that pocket. I mean, of course, you guys are you've been there, you've been playing together, but just seems like today he was in his bag for sure.
Yeah, well, not only that, to add to that, just what is it like just being his teammate and just watching him do what he does?
Yeah.
Bro, watch film. He's smart. So he honestly put all 7 of us on the field. He put everybody in the best position so they could do what they do best. So I don't even know what he was on today.
He was on something.
He was in his bag, bro. I'm sitting here watching like everything he was doing was just smooth. The ball leaving his hand, perfect placement. He ran when he needed to, perfect play calling. It just seems like you guys were really following your leader today, and he led you guys very, very well.
Yeah, we had to lock in. I don't know if y'all know, but like they just been popping it.
Oh, I'm in the Jersey chat.
Oh,
I
we we
see
we we
every
we've
lie that y'all
seen
do.
Bro,
So I do
we've
appreciate
seen
what you
the build up to this game,
oh yeah.
and and again, I mean, you like what they're doing. They're up and
Yeah.
coming, but
yeah,
again,
for sure. Yeah,
as I said last week on Wednesday on the other side ball sit, it is very hard
Mm-hmm.
to beat a team that has Ashante Worthy and Sterry Congleton. Not even mentioning you guys added Big Mo. Not to mention you guys have the ice cream truck, among many other
Taco taco.
players. But I mean, it's when you're trying to join the BIC at the table, it's very hard to dethrone them. And at least for today, y'all said you can knock, but we're not open the door. You gotta try again. And also appreciate Live with 25 joining us.
Big
25, welcome,
man.
good sir.
What's the deal, fellas?
Oh, it's good, good. Good to see you, brother.
What's going on, Hollywood? How you doing?
I'm good, bro. How you doing?
I can't call it, man.
Now I'm not gonna lie. I'm gonna eat some crow. Mr. Worthy, I did go against you guys because I was just going on. I was going against what the animals was doing and what they were bringing. So I'm gonna eat my crow. I'm gonna sit here and take it. But I wanted a good football game, and that's what you guys went out there and did. I'm so glad after that little skirmish that they let you guys continue because it didn't need to end like that. You guys need to finish that game. So I'll sit here and admit that Mizzle will eat his crow. Great football game today, young man. Great football.
Yeah, for sure. Hey, yo, if y'all don't even know when that little scuffle happened, it was no punches was thrown at all. So like,
Beautiful.
That's a
I don't
good
even know
thing.
Beautiful.
why all
That's a
that. I
good
don't
thing.
even know why the refs did all that or whatever. I
Beautiful.
don't know. So that was crazy too. That was
Yeah,
a
it
little.
seemed like it got de-escalated real quick. Yeah, everybody separated themselves, little words. You guys were just talking about what we gonna have for dinner after the game. That's
Oh
all.
yeah, so I mean, that's all.
How we celebrating Resurrection Sunday? Where we going to
Exactly.
eat at?
Somebody had to bring the potato chips. Big man, you got some questions for Hollywood?
I didn't. I did not catch the game just yet, so I'm gonna definitely have to go back and watch. Because while they was playing, I think who we had Sick and what's the name going on, so I didn't really get to tap in. Uh, but
Well,
overall,
I'll say
what
this
you got?
too, five. You'll be mad at the Animals 3-on-1 coverage because
Torched them. Torched
Hollywood
them.
had something to say with with the 3-on-1, and then he adds now now. Correct me if I'm wrong, but how many return back did you have total today, Hollywood?
I think 2 or 3.
I had two. Could have been three,
Yeah,
but
you should have just outran the
Well,
dude.
no,
You tried to
technically you
juke
really
him.
could have
You
you
should
could
have
have had
just
yeah,
used
it
the
four.
could have been
speed.
four. It could have
You
been
could have had
four.
four.
And yeah.
Could have been
Oh,
four.
one, you try. I know you want this. You want to take that man's soul.
Yeah, I'm playing around too much, and my teammates on the sideline they tell me every time to stop doing that. Just
Man,
running.
you could have outran him, man. I was looking
But
like, no.
but you did the smart football play because the game was over. You could have
Yeah.
scored if you wanted to, but you're like, you know what? Nah, just slide at the 2 yard line and just take the victory formation, take a knee, and let's go home. So
hmm
in football terms, you did do the right
I
football
was
play.
honestly though, I was supposed to go down on the first one because when I look back, I seen my quarterback Sterry. He was going like this, but I'm thinking he telling me to get in the end zone. The whole time he telling me to go down. So
It is what it is. Got that good W though.
yeah, for sure. Hard fought one too.
Yeah.
I said
Oh,
my question would be right, because like Mizzle said, we all tapped into y'all Jersey chat, and y'all Jersey chat kind of go along like how ours do, right? So what was your mindset really, or even just with some of the guys that you really close to, right? Like, yeah, you got teammates, but I know a couple of y'all are probably like closer than others to where y'all probably talk a little bit more on the back end, right? So just what was y'all mindset for real, like going into this game?
good question.
Uh, like I told them before, cause they basically like asked me the same thing. What was the
Okay.
mindset going into the game or whatever? But like a couple of days ago, I had hit the defensive chat or whatever, and I'm like, yo, like we just need like 2, 3 stops, bro, and like I got y'all, like I got y'all, and they came out, they gave us more than 2, 3, and we just capitalized off that. So
What's going
and
on,
then
Joffos TV?
so we still got a lot to work on though. So
Yeah, it seemed like you guys also focused on getting the tender today. I don't know if that was an emphasis that you guys put into practice or talked about, but it seems like that D line. I mean, we know Mr. Troll himself. He brought that a little bit upon himself, of course. But it
yeah,
seemed like he was
and
the focus of attention today.
yeah, and that's what I was gonna say. Like, yeah, he was trolling, but like the defense was taking that shit personal.
Yep,
So
yep.
It
like
seemed
I
it
was
seemed
saying,
like it.
like they was on the boards. We wasn't really on the boards. We was just staying quiet until game time, and then shit, we just came out there and played ball.
Man, that was good
Now
football.
now
That
it's
was
our
good.
turn to troll.
Oh, hey,
Well,
who
hey,
posted who posted that one meme where it was
to
an
the victors go the spoil.
he was thrusting the hell out of him while arresting him. Who
Yo,
posted that?
that was Trey Robinson. That was Trey Robinson.
I Trey a fool for that one.
But
That
then
was a
again,
good one.
but that's Trey being Trey. So I
Oh,
mean, if you know Trey, that's
oh,
not
we've had him
shocking.
on the show before. Yeah,
But
yeah.
just talk about just the ice cream truck just running hard, running through people, basically being the ice cream truck.
Yeah,
Right.
bro. Like I don't know. He always been like that, bro. Like he wanna like I'll say he like our downhill runner. Like
Mm.
cause he gonna run downhill from me. Trey Robinson, he a down. We got all three of them as downhill runners. Honestly, SJ, Trey, and Debo, they all run hard. So
Mm. Man, couldn't ask for a better game. I'm glad they moved you guys to the 1 o'clock spot too. That kind of.
I ain't gonna lie, I really do want to see you on the light
I
stuff.
know you did, but
That would
me,
have
but
been
me more.
that would have been awesome. But I understand. I mean, you gotta have the game of the day in the prime time slot. I understand. I get it. But seeing you on the lights would have been odd. And yes, Mr. Webster, they
They
indeed
did.
sent a reminder like, hey, we
We
still
still him.
here. We
We
we, we,
him.
we still them guys. Don't put dirt on us yet. Absolutely.
yeah, that's what I'm
Absolutely.
saying. And it was wild in the first couple weeks, but I mean then
Man,
the holiday.
that chat was on. Woo.
Now,
Mm,
I don't want to say you guys feel that way, but I'll ask
they
like this.
they
Did
jumped us too. They jumped us in the rankings too, and like
Oh,
they ain't even beat us yet. Like
Oh
we
shit.
well,
we just taking all that personal.
so I guess this kind of segue into my question I'm going to ask. Did a lot of you guys felt like you were not getting y'all respect elsewhere? Because I mean, coming into this game, you guys were 4-0 coming into this game. Even though yes, the Renegades took out overtime, took y'all to the limit. I mean, obviously, when you guys and the U get together, it's always down to the last second with the U and the BIC. But
Mhm.
did you guys feel kind of, I don't want to say disrespected, but more like, hey, did y'all just forget about us? Did y'all not realize we were in the championship game just a season ago? And if it wasn't for a great play by Donnie, we would have won the. Did you guys kind of feel that way coming into this week, coming into today's game against the Animals?
I mean, not really because like I mean the animals like they deserve it. Like they was winning, but they ain't play us. I don't know. Like I don't even know how to explain it or how to even say it. Like, but nah, we ain't feel like nobody forgot about us because like we knew what we was gonna come out here and do. So and like that's what like half the team. So
Nice.
imagine when we really got everybody.
Exactly.
Yeah,
So
and that's what they say. They said that y'all was in the same.
we've been playing with half the team all season.
Y'all was supposed to be expected to be.
Uh-oh. Hopefully we'll get 2-5 back here in a second as he was in the
Uh-oh.
middle of asking. We're joined by the great Ashante Worthy, aka Hollywood, as the Trident
Oh,
BIC,
future Hall of
a
Famer.
future Hall of Famer, multi-time champion, as I like to
Mhm.
call him, the GOAT of the 3-on-1. Gracious enough to
Proved it.
join us.
Proved it
Come on,
today.
Mr. Franklin. Will, come on, Will. Don't do that. Come
Big
on,
Cap.
Will.
What's up, Big Cap?
Oh boy. Speaking of which, so
Well,
what was that
man.
like seeing this big ass white cap on the field officiating?
I had seen a picture of it. Hey, I thought it was funny, but by the time I got to the field, he had took it off. But I think he put it back on though.
He did.
He wore it through the whole game.
That was wild.
That was that was great to see.
That was crazy, crazy funny. But yes, we are joined by Ashante Worthy as his Triton BIC in a back and forth slugfest with the Silk City Animals. Give the Silk City Animals their first loss of the season, and BIC, along with the Insomniacs, are the only two unbeatens left in the league. As the BIC is 5-0 with a 53-51 win. Over the Silk City Animals in the game of the week here in the A7FL.
And it didn't disappoint.
And brother asking a question. He's asking, will Valley or Courage play at all this season?
I forgot about Courage.
Yeah, for sure, for sure. They gonna pop out soon.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, there you have it.
There it is.
Valley, he just hurt right now, so
Okay.
he trying to get healthy.
Well, I mean,
Man, if you guys are doing that without those two, and you saying you get all of them together, okay.
Having a healthy Mr. Valley for the stretch run definitely will change a lot of things, certainly in the Northeast.
I agree.
Mr. Webster is saying, brother, stay tuned. So, in other words, as we say in this business, keep watching.
Indeed.
Keep watching. So now I don't know how much games out west you have watched, Ashante, but from what you have seen, what is your take on the top two teams out of Sick-Witted and the Insomniacs out here in Nevada?
I mean, the Insomniacs gonna be the Insomniacs, 2-time back-to-back champ, trying to get a third. And I ain't even gonna lie to y'all, bro. I ain't even really watch a Silk City. I mean, not a Silk City. A Sick-Witted game yet. I be more watching the Insomniac games, but them games be boring anyway because they up 40 in like the first quarter.
I mean, they do attack real quick.
Yeah, yeah. They gotta slow down a little bit, make the game interesting a little bit.
Well, I mean,
I think they're trying to go home early.
Yeah, that is true too, though.
Or they might be waiting for y'all to where it could be mano a mano as 2-5 joins us. 2-5, you was in the middle of asking the question, so go ahead and
yes, sir.
Finish your thought.
Damn, I totally forgot, but I'll switch it up. Going off, I say just going off of today's game, though. You feel me? And I'm pretty sure, like I said, I'm gonna go back and watch it. You know what I'm saying?
What's up,
but
Gaither?
Just with hearing your take on and just how the fellas, you know what I'm saying, are asking their questions. What was your biggest or most exciting play, whether it was for you or just to see one of your teammates?
You said my biggest, most exciting play.
Yeah. Or if it's not something that you did, you feel me? Something that, you know, ice cream truck, Sterry, like.
I ain't even gonna lie, bro. I just like to see everybody eating, bro. So you feel me? I don't even got a specific play, bro. I just like to see everybody eat, bro. Like when the team eat, we all happy. So like that's all it's about, though. So
sounds like a true teammate. Absolutely.
Yeah, real teammate. Love it.
So, what's going to be the mindset for the BIC as you guys do, as well, the whole league goes to a bye week, as we will take Resurrection Sunday off and then get back at it on the 27th. So, what's just the team's mindset going into this bye, coming off this win, and just what's the main focus for the BIC going on the rest of the season?
yeah, we actually got 2 buys with the Easter,
okay.
and then we got the actual bye, so we got a little bit of 2-week break.
Oh, that's a good rest on the body.
Yeah, so we about to lock in film meetings, all that. and then we just gonna get better, bro. That's all we could do.
Love it. Man, love
Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed. Welcome to the A7FL recap show. We are joined by Ashante Hollywood, worthy of the Trident BIC, as we are talking about the BIC's win over the Silk Sea Animals 53-51, which the game did not disappoint by
it.
no means, as it was back and forth, pure drama, even a mixture of words. Will Franklin wearing a big white cap, but at the end of the day, the BIC maintain and hold on the win and go to 5-0. Which, by the way, for those that do vote, the email has been sent. So if you're a voter, go ahead and go vote your top 7 this week, and it will be revealed this week.
That's
Of course, you can catch A7FL in motion with Matt Ryan and
Yep,
Tony
got it.
Ham.
Yep.
All I
And
know is, we're not number 3 no more.
I can promise you, yeah,
For that performance, you shouldn't be.
Yep.
whoever
That's
won the Hawks game was gonna go to number 1, and
Immediately.
the loser was gonna probably drop down to 3. And
Maybe a little farther than that.
yeah,
Maybe a little bit further than that.
well. Just to recap what happened today in the rest of week 5, we had Sickwood pitch a shutout over the Stealth 38-0. The Old Bridge Hawks beat the DC Buzz 12-6. We had the Renegades beating the Crush 32-7. The
No
Insomniacs
contest.
taking care of business, winning 52-6 over the Hunters. The Watchmen getting a big win over the
Big,
Heathens, 30-6.
big win.
And of course, as mentioned, we have the BIC beating the Animals 53-51. Now the BIC don't come back until May 4th, and they'll be against the Baltimore Watchmen. And the Watchmen, coming off a dramatic win last week in overtime against the Renegades, now get 2 weeks. And Kenny Mack chiming in, and he has a right to feel that way. Which, by the way, there was a big Kenny Mack with football moment that took place today in the
It
game against the
sure
Hunters.
was.
And actually was on 3-on-1 and actually made a very good tackle on the 3-on-1 return. So head
Well,
on. Yeah, he was on 3-on-1.
Well,
I'm
now.
like, if he
yeah.
makes a tackle,
Yeah,
I'm gonna
I
be
told him tackle. I got a hot.
well.
Make the tackle. He got
Big Kenny Mack. Well, actually, the form tackling was on point by Big Kenny Mack.
Yeah.
But then again, Kenny Mack is just a football player.
There it is.
He found the end zone, made blocks, and then got in on 3-on-1 and made a tackle. I thought he was going to get a Kenny Mack 3-on-1 return. That still could happen. We don't know, but I mean, he makes a very valid point.
You gotta get out there when they up a lot. Well, they don't let nobody score, so like it's just hard for them to return one, bro.
Here's the
That's
thing. They really
true.
didn't have a majority of their A squad, and they still put up 52.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Hey,
So
Prime was out there having the time of his life.
yeah, Shannon Allen is a problem for a lot of people.
Prime was out there just balling today.
Well, both Transformers, him and Megatron.
This is true. We got to get the Transformers on the show.
Yeah, definitely got to get those two on there, for sure. But even though Prime did take a nasty hit because Devontae Carter was rumbling, and stumbling, and he was in the friendly fire, and Devontae kind of laid him out when he scored his 3rd touchdown of the evening. But Ashante, this is your time to where if you want to take your shots for doing what y'all do today, now is the time, because I know you guys have been waiting to hold your peace and wait for the game is over. So if you want to boast, good sir, the platform is yours to boast on your big win against the Animals today.
I ain't really gonna take no shots, bro, because we probably gonna have to see him again before the big dance. So
Valid point. Very valid point.
I'm gonna stay humble right now.
Love it. Would have took the jab, but love it.
He's like, no. I'll stay humble.
Humble.
I'll let it be. I'll let the play on the field do the talking. Absolutely. And big Kenny Mack paying some respect, as a good football
y'all
players
wait
do.
to back up y'all talk, bro. Worthy.
For sure, bro. Hey, that's what we do, bro. We ain't gonna pop shit and not come out and back it up. It's just that's just bad. As you can
Yeah.
see,
Ooh,
That's a shot, folks, without taking a shot, folks.
exactly.
That is that is the art of cutting a promo without saying anything and just letting your actions do
Just
the talking.
all the man got to say is scoreboard.
Yeah, yeah.
That's it.
Scoreboard or waving bye bye or
Nah,
sliding up the two
that's
sliding up the
cool too.
two.
But scoreboard. That's where I'm at. Scoreboard.
Yeah, scoreboard. 2-5. What you got for him?
Nah, I'm pretty sure it was a great game.
It-
I'm gonna definitely go back and watch it. You feel me? Um, I knew it was gonna be I think I said it was gonna be one of those.
you did.
Like come down to like in a sense, y'all the big brothers. You know what I'm saying? Y'all the big brothers. They like the extended step cousins. You feel me? So they still got to be family. You
You
feel me?
did make that reference. Yes, you did.
Yeah, that's real shit though. You feel me? So it's like they said, like they came out. They came out ready to ball. They wasn't on the boards. They played with as a unit. You feel me?
Mm-hmm.
I'm excited to go watch it. I'm excited to see them run backs. You know me, I take someone very, very personal. Feel like that shit used to be exciting, but it's only exciting if y'all running it back, I guess, you know? So let me go see what that shit was hitting for. But good shit, man.
yes, sir. Appreciate it.
Again, congratulations, bro.
Yes,
Yes,
sir.
indeed.
That was
Appreciate it. Appreciate it.
beautiful, man. I like your game too. I
Thank
definitely
you.
like how you play,
I
He shifty,
appreciate that.
he
hmm
shifty as fuck. For
bruh.
real.
And wait, 2-5 was a few. It was one that he didn't even have to use the shiftiness. All he had to do is just blow right, just run. But
Yeah.
I think a little bit of the chat got in the head. And he, like I said, he wanted to take dude's soul. And if he'd have did I knew what he wanted to do, but I was like, nah, bro.
Yeah.
And he knows what I'm talking about.
Yeah, yeah, I know. Bro, I be playing around, but that's why my team be mad at me, especially my quarterback Sterry. He be mad.
Because he know you can get to the house.
Yeah, I mean,
Yeah, for sure.
Let's get these points.
I mean, it's like every time Dion's out there, Dion is very capable of taking one back. And anytime you see number two, it doesn't matter what jersey or colors the BIC is wearing, you see number two back there. He is very capable.
But it's just not on the 301.
Oh no,
It was
oh
one
no.
game. You ran through somebody on defense, and I was like, ooh, okay. Perfect
Yeah,
form tackle, too.
yeah, that probably was the buzz gig because I don't be playing defense in that
Yeah, but
the
no,
big games.
the tackle was perfect. Perfect. So, no, football player. I like that. Like I say, I like your game. It's
Yes,
real
sir.
nice to
Thank you,
watch.
bro. I
That's what it
appreciate
is.
it.
That's what it is.
Of course.
But no, we certainly appreciate the time. We know it is late in the East, almost 11 p.m. But we appreciate Ashante Worthy coming on and joining us and talk about the big win for the Triton BIC over the Silk City Animals 51-53 as the BIC now go to 5-0 on the season. They got 2 weeks to prepare for the Baltimore Watchmen, which is never a dull moment when those two teams get together either. Shanti, we appreciate the time. The door is always open for you to come on, sir. We appreciate it.
Yes, sir. Thank y'all. I appreciate y'all too. Thank you.
Thank you, brother.
Thank you, sir. Thank you, sir. And now joining us is a very upset insomniac because this guy was in the chat with me and Chris talking about I am not liking this 3-on-1 coverage. What in the hell is going on? But nonetheless,
Yeah,
even with him not there, his beloved brethren still put up 52
yeah.
and took care of business. Denzel Zelly Daniels joining us. Good evening, sir. And
Good evening.
how art thou?
I'm good. I actually I tweaked my hamstring last Thursday, so that's why I wasn't there. So I've been doing a lot of rehab. Ling Ling been taking care of me. So I'm getting there. So we got, I think, was it 2 weeks off? I want to say 2 5.
Yep.
About 2 weeks off, so I'll be all right. I'll be good to go.
He will be back to eating, if you will.
Yeah, 100%. But yeah, like I just felt like us winning by that much, like we're supposed to do that against that team. So I mean, I'm not giving no pats on the backs or high fives. We supposed to do that, But when we play games like this and the guys that don't get to play that much get the chance to play, like they got to show their ass, like they got to play their ass off, because it's always if someone get hurt, the next man mentality. Like look at David Tender, he got hurt for a little bit, and they put Quaddy Morgan in that quarterback, and he couldn't do a damn thing. So I feel like that's kind of like what's also frustrating me is seeing like if one of us gets hurt, like the next person got to be ready, And 3-on-1 coverage, more specifically, I didn't like that we were high tackling. Like, what the fuck are we high tackling for? When does high tackling work? And that's what irritates me is if someone run straight to you, don't juke, they run to you. That to me, that's saying they don't respect you. You gotta fuck them up, and you can't do it by high tackling. You can't. But that's my spill.
That's just real. But nah, just talk about just Prime and just the way he has just come
Man,
and made
yeah.
an impact this season.
What's
I mean,
That boy went ape shit.
what can't you say about him? The kid is great. He's having a breakout year. Sad part is he won't win Rookie of the Year. He won't get the votes from the other side. We all know that. We all know that, and that's the harsh reality. If I'm wrong, tell me I'm wrong.
I'm not gonna argue that point. I mean,
You know,
him. I mean,
I feel
him and
like
Anthony
he
Service.
deserves it.
Him and Service for sure from the Renegades. It's certainly going to come down to those two. And I mean, here's my thing. I mean, the NBA once upon a time had co-rookies of the year. Why can we not have that in this league? Because obviously both men are well deserving of it. I mean, Service what he's doing with the Renegades, obviously what Prime has done for the Insomniacs, as he practically did it all today, catching passes, even though he took a bullet in the friendly fire as Devontae Carter, who loves looking for contact, wanted that hat trick for a touchdown, and Prime almost looked like it was Apollo Creed and Rocky IV. If he dies, he dies. Yeah. And joining us, looks like he is hookahing. He's doing the hookah to his heart's content. Our weekly correspondent, who actually dipped out early with no sideshow, just being a good teammate, the one, the only, Evil Munch.
Yeah. My guys, what's happening?
What up, Munch?
What's going on? I do believe he should win Rookie of the Year. Will he? No.
Stop.
And that's the sad part. I mean, we'll make it up. The players on this side will make it up during the top 50 players. They'll give us that. But individual awards, no. And that's why we say we don't care. The ultimate goal is a three-peat.
And find better friends.
We having the Rookie of the Year conversation?
Yes, sir.
They're talking about Prime. I said he definitely deserves it, but will he win it? Probably not.
Between Prime and Will, Moses, it's just it's just questionable as far as what it is, but we don't know,
I think when they're gonna say competition, and I feel like that's where they're gonna get outvoted. Like, well, he didn't play no one tough.
I mean, whether you play somebody tough or not, is what you do on the field.
I mean, we all agree to that.
Yes,
we all agree to that.
It don't matter. It really don't matter who you play. If you on the field and you showing up and you doing what you're supposed to do on the field, then
that's it.
What are we debating at this point? You feel me? What is the award for? Is it a popularity award or is it a motherfucker on the field that produces award?
Well, you would think it would be an
that's for most valuable player.
Yeah. You said what?
Go ahead, Deb.
No, I was just saying it should be based on what you do on the field per se. But again, what do I know? I mean, I try to be as fair as I can when I do my due diligence and base it on what my eyes see on the field. But like I said, what do I know? I know nothing. I just host podcasts and do play-by-play. That's about it.
I mean, we're all examining the game for what it is. I think part of the issue is that it's not seen enough. So like when people are voting, everybody has already made it clear that everybody has already made it clear that we don't like they don't pay attention to the Western Division. So my thing is if they aren't paying attention to the Western Division, then it don't even matter at this point. Like the vote and all that stuff, it don't matter. It really
That's
don't.
that's what I'm saying, and I'm not salty about it. It is what it is. And everything that you had that Mac put, I agree. Everything you say, Mac, it's 100% true. But who were the people who has the most votes? They already said they don't watch it. They don't care for the West Coast Division. They don't care. They don't care to watch. I can't say they don't care. They don't care to watch
Go tell
all the
mommy. Go tell
games.
mommy.
But it's all right. But
Daddy needs the thing for the chicken.
we
Go
got
tell
we
her.
got the job done today.
Come on, let's go tell her.
Ready for playoffs for sure. I definitely want to try to bring up
Come
Will.
on.
I gotta know what
Oh, the
happened
big
there.
cat.
Yeah, man.
I gotta know. It's all because he was doing great. He was all jolly with that big ass hat. When he took that hat off, I don't know what happened after that. He took that big ass white hat off and just turned into some
Wait, I
bullshit.
gotta get the chicken. Go, mommy.
Are you talking
Well,
about when
I
the
just
referees walked out the
Yeah,
game?
I had
Hey,
no
man.
idea. Like I saw the scuffle happen, and I'm falling asleep, and I woke up, and they were still like, I'm like, did it pause because they were still like huddled up,
It was a
and I
long
looked,
delay.
I see Ryan DePaul. I'm like, what the fuck? What is he doing? And he's repping and like people in plain clothes, repping.
Yeah, I
One
don't know
verse
what happened.
three, 1 verse 3. You got people in regular fucking clothes, 2-5, repping games.
That's not very professional, is it?
Uh huh.
It was not. It was.
No, Dub, tell me how you really feel, Dub. Hey, Dub, this your shit. Tell us how you really feel. Fuck them. Tell us how you really
well,
feel.
because I'm just like, okay, what's going on? Because like as we're doing the games, like Mizzle is doing his red zone studio with his double triple box, letting me know what's going on. Um, as we're focused on what we're calling out here in Vegas, and I'm just like, Mizzle like the rest walk the film, like, what? Huh? What?
That shit on.
What are we
I
doing?
don't.
And
I don't understand that. That's we talking
and
about. We talking about. They having conversations about how this league can be professional, and we got refs walking off the field.
Yeah.
Did
Why they
a,
walk? Why? What was
we
the
don't
fourth
reason?
a fourth quarter
we don't
boycott.
know. Now, if Will Franklin wants to come on and explain his
Please,
story, he is more than welcome to.
please. And I'm talking shit and joking around. Will, if you on here, like, come, like, I want to know.
Pull up.
And Mr. Webster unleashing some passion with the expletives, calling it expletive embarrassing.
Oh, brother, I'll say it for you. Fucking embarrassing.
Yeah,
And then JP went off doing what he does, which of course
yeah.
I'm pretty sure
JP
he'll
is
talk.
cracking me up. Is
Which
JP
I'm sure
on?
he'll talk more about that on Tuesday on the All
Yeah,
Pro Job
Oh
Post.
yeah. Oh yeah. He
Mr.
probably
Worthy
gonna
will be
save that gas for,
yeah.
for Tuesday for
With
sure.
Mr.
And
Worthy will be also joining the Job Post on Tuesday, so please check
Yes,
out the
indeed.
All Pro Job
yeah.
Post on Job Post TV
Then it's like
this
they
coming
they do
Tuesday.
all that boycotting, Uncle Dub, just to come back 40 minutes later.
Yeah.
Why leave? Why leave in the first place?
but this look,
Because as
listen,
a
y'all gotta
fan, hold on. As a fan,
go
this is
ahead,
what
bro.
bothered me, because it takes the momentum out the game. BIC was up 10, got the interception, and then you
Now the
do that.
interception was coming back.
It was coming back regardless. It was a flag.
What was the flag? Because I
It
didn't.
was they said Diaz got pushed, so it was gonna be either a defensive holding or a defensive PI. But it was a
Got
flag. It
you.
was coming back. Regardless of that, what happened to Tender shouldn't have happened. It happened. All right, cool, whatever. So then you go, all right, well, what are we gonna do from here? And y'all completely stop the game because the refs walks out.
Now
Like
see
that's
that's now see that's the comment right there because
Yeah.
like I said it took away from the
A
game.
great game.
I mean, with as
It
much as much with as much this is my thing, bro. With as much as the conversations are about this league and how it can become more professional and things like that. Like and this is why this is what I was trying to tell Josh. Like I I played in a professional football league, in an actual league that's professional. Like these things don't happen. Like these things just don't happen. Stop coming here. Like these things don't happen. So um, to me, how are we like how that's why I keep asking people, like, why are we having this conversation? This isn't a professional league. What they should do, and this is my issue with what they don't do, is we literally play an NFL street.
Mhm.
Like that's what this is, if we're being honest.
Mhm.
So
Mhm.
let's market it as such. Let us wear our hoods and our hats and whatever else it is that we want to wear. Talk crazy. Get sponsors that likes the product. The problem is the product that's being put on the field isn't good enough for us to market it professionally the way that we're trying to. Cool. Let's let's use the product that we do have to our advantage. We do have some teams who are good. We have some teams who play well together. We have some teams who play good football. So let's use those teams as our promotions and push those teams forward while doing it in a manner that is, hey, this league is exciting, it's fun, it's new, it's different.
Mhm.
And I just don't think there's enough of that, and there's too much around the conversation of, oh, it should be professional and people getting paid. I would love to get paid on a normal basis to do this shit, like, but there's like, y'all, like, I don't think people recognize that sometimes the product that's put on the field isn't marketable. So I mean, people gonna be mad at me for saying it, but I've said this, I've told people this since our first season together. Like, there's not very many people in this league who can play professionally. That's just the truth. From somebody who's been there and done it. Yeah. From somebody who's been there and done it, like, the truth is there's not many people in this league that can play professionally, and the people that can either already have or realize that, hey, my time, Pat, I'm just doing this for fun. Cause that's what it was. Somebody was talking to me on six sideline, and I'm like, he like, you here with me? You here with me? I'm like, yeah, but I've been there, done that. Like, I'm here now. After that's the after effect. But a lot of people don't. I just don't think that refs walking off the field in the middle of a game, we can never be like, yeah, this is a professional league. How? Like, what?
The delay was the whole thing. Because
You have a
almost like
great game going on. You got a
yeah,
great game going on, man. Like a great game, a game that's great for the league. There's a lot of positivity. It's good football being played.
yeah.
The jerseys and uniforms are all everybody like. It looks like a great product, and then there's chippiness that happens in the NFL, and I get that. Like, you get what I'm saying. I get the chippiness and shit like that, but you got to find a way to. All right, get it. Let's get back to the game, not have a 40-minute break where we ain't playing football in the middle of this good game that's a marketable game for the league, just
Hmm.
and with the refs walking off the field. I just, you know. But again, I don't know what happened, so I don't know the extent. This is just me, spitballing my feelings about it. So,
Well, Worthy said there was no punches thrown. There was not a single
I
punch
didn't
thrown.
see a single punch thrown
Yes, he said there
because I was
wasn't.
watching.
Yeah, same here. Yeah, and so I don't know. I don't get what the purpose of walking off the field. Just they all separated themselves, like you say. Skirmishes happen, even in basketball, NFL, and they get right back to the playing. So
That's it.
uh,
That's it. But whatever it was, clearly the refs felt that they were seriously in danger enough for them to need to walk off of the field, I guess. I don't know. I don't know.
Nigga, I walked off the field a week ago.
No, I don't want to. No. I just I don't know. I don't know. It's hard because it's two sides. Like what was happening to the refs? No, stop. What was happening to the refs to make them feel like they needed to walk off the field? You feel
That's
me?
also true. This
I
is
think,
also
and
true.
I think that's something else that we gotta address. But again, I think that's a league thing. Like, get it, go get it. No, okay. Like that's a league thing. Like, why do your refs feel threatened to the point where they're walking off the field in the middle of a game?
Yeah.
So I think that's something that got to be addressed.
Yep.
Specifically, like you got the head ref, like the head ref over the whole league. Like that's like Will's the head ref of the whole league. He
Yeah.
walked off. Why? Like, what was it that transpired that made you as the head ref be like, yeah, this is too much. We need to go. Okay, Dad, chill.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't get it.
So
I definitely want to know why.
Yeah. Well, he was on watching a second ago, so I don't know. Don't know what happened. That would have been a perfect, perfect. Well, maybe more stuff needs to be ironed out before it can be talked
yeah,
about. I
before any
Yeah.
statement or
Yeah.
guess
anything can be made,
it
Valid
which
might.
I
point. Valid
understand.
point.
Like I
It
said, I'm
might.
not mad at. I ain't mad at Will and them. Like whatever. Like I said,
No,
whatever it
no.
was,
Just
Yeah.
whatever it
I just
was,
want to know
it
why the
was.
game got stuff. I
Yeah,
had to wait
Mhm.
40 minutes.
yeah,
Yeah.
whatever it was. It was like I said. Will felt it was serious enough that he needed
Yeah,
to get his refs out of there.
100%.
Yeah.
So
hundred
it
percent.
it sucks for the league when hey we trying to
What a
market this league and do all these good things and something like that happens mid game.
Yeah. It was a great game, and then it stopped. I had to watch
Why you yelling?
the still get their ass kicked. I'm like, I ain't trying to watch this bullshit game. The Sickles was whooping their ass. I was VIC announced was a great game until that shit happened, and then I had to watch the Stealth and Sick game. Shit was annoying, bro.
Well, that was
Shit
about
was
the only competitive game of the other day. If you want to be kind of
yeah.
honest, right?
Yeah, it
I
was.
didn't watch Corey's game, but I heard they won 12-6.
Yes,
Oh
twelve
yeah,
to
it wasn't
six.
even. There was no string for it.
Yeah,
No,
I was watching that. Yeah, they out.
RTU
Hey,
RTU
hey,
had a
where was
stream, but
Baltimore playing? Where was they playing at though?
somewhere in Melbourne, all I know is RTU was going live, and
Them little league ass, fucking Charlie Frias Park Field.
No, those the old All American grass fields they were playing on.
Man, what was they doing? But again, you got games going on like that. You don't have a broadcast set up and be more, and then you plan on in a park where I mean I don't really care about playing in the park, but the product needs to look marketable.
Yeah.
you're
yeah,
not wrong. You're not wrong.
Definitely not.
yeah. Fuck.
Go ahead, Knox.
No, I'm watching, I got the little game on and shit, so I'm just now seeing Will big ass hat and all that other shit.
Yeah, he was all jolly, man. He was on the nice list. I don't know what somebody said to him when he took them motherfucker off. Everything changed.
That that's.
Yeah, I do gotta put my foot in my mouth though,
Why is that?
because I was so high on the animals. Hey
I already
man,
told him. I told him I already ate my crow. I ate it
yeah, I'm
already.
I'm eat it but I do think that the animals are a really good team, and I think they have the possibility of beating BIC, come playoffs. But I don't know. I don't because I'm gonna be honest with you. Watching the game, what I saw was I didn't see good defense being played.
Mm.
Mm-mm.
Hmm.
I mean, they had a couple drives where they was getting stops and stuff. What's up, Dad? But overall, it was just a shootout. We just gonna keep scoring. Like everybody gonna keep
Yep.
scoring.
But that's
You
what I
know,
kept saying. I kept
like
saying that.
even if you go back and if you go back and rewatch the championship game, it was 30 points scored on each side, but it was 30 points because uh it was good defensive game. 30 points on each side is not a whole lot of points in this league.
No.
You get what I'm saying? So
Who was hurt?
it, it,
Oh,
it
hold on. Yeah.
you know
Who was hurt?
because our secondary was hurt after
Who,
second play of the game.
who was hurt?
Oh, he broke up out of there.
It don't matter who was hurt. Y'all showed up to play the game.
Yeah.
I don't make excuses. When we lost to Sick, I didn't make an excuse. We lost. They beat us. Like it's real
Yeah.
shit. They beat us. We didn't play the best of our ability. We
If
thought
you
we could do
yeah,
what we normally
i-
do, and they
if he
got
trying
one.
to say
By the way, that was
Worthy,
hell of a game too.
if he's trying to say Hollywood didn't do anything like on the field offensively because he was scoring touchdowns, okay, you can have that. But those screens he was getting, he was fucking y'all up.
Every
The
time.
three on return, he
Every
was
time.
fucking y'all up.
Every time. Every screen I watched Worthy catch today went for at least 20 yards.
Mm.
Don't. But
And I've
again, like
seen at
I
least
don't know,
three of them.
buddy. But don't look at the touchdowns. Look at the field. Look at what he does. Look at his stat line.
3-on-1s, he did
He
go
fucked
crazy.
y'all up when he was on the field.
Worthy,
He fucked
but
y'all up.
we saying Worthy had one catch all
One
game.
catch.
KK was only scoring. No, Worthy had like 4 touchdowns. Hey, stop screaming. Worthy had 2 3-on-1 touchdowns. Worthy had that receiving touchdown on the jet sweep early in the game.
He had a good game.
Yeah, he did. He
He had a
did
good
what
game.
he was supposed to do. He did what he was supposed to do, and
Hmm.
he showed up. The light when the lights were on, he showed why they
Hey
call him
man, and
Hollywood.
I gotta apologize to them. I gotta apologize to BIC. I gotta apologize
Yep.
to Sterry. I gotta apologize
Did
to
you not choose
Worthy.
them?
To
You didn't choose them to win.
no,
I picked the animals too. That's why I said I was eating
I
crow.
did. I did. Only reason why Dub got the point spread because fucking Will and the ref they walked off. They was up by 10 fucking points. I said BIC by 10, and Will then fucked up my.
Either way, I said BIC by 2 before all this
You
happened,
did. You
See,
did.
and for the second
see,
straight, and for
Dub had the inside call. See, Dub was calling
no,
shots.
no, no,
That's what
no, no
happened.
inside, no, no,
See?
no, 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 no.
inside track is crazy.
I
How you
just,
do this
Man,
shit 2 weeks in a row? Come on now.
I just no,
yeah, huh?
I just said no, I just said I think the championship points would play a part, and lo and behold, they win by
You
two
said what,
points.
baby?
Yeah,
Championship points won.
yeah.
That's right.
Who you paying, Dub?
I'm just gonna, I ain't paying nobody.
They
Trust me,
was up by
if
10.
I was, if I was a betting man, trust me, I would not be like Floyd Mayweather winning all the goddamn time. Trust me, believe me on that. Because I
He
would
got
bet
the
too much.
inside job.
They was
I would bet too much from my heart because I just don't like teams.
they was up by 10. I was like, oh, I'm about to let Dub know he was wrong. And then that fucking when the Niners and the Ravens played in the Super Bowl and the lights went out, it was that's how it was today. 40 fucking minutes. What the fuck's going on,
I am
man?
going to say this about Super Bowl 47. It never should have happened. I'm still blaming that on Beyonce,
Hey,
but I'm just gonna.
them lights went out. Jacoby went crazy.
But I'm just gonna say it like this. And I bleed red and gold. I have since 1986 till I can't no more. But the 49ers were not ready to play in that first half against the Ravens in Super Bowl 47, and they should have got their asses blown out. And it just so happened Beyonce and them happened to perform, and then the damn lights go out, and then all of a sudden the Niners want to act like they got their ish together.
I don't know,
And
man.
Hey,
Cap was balling.
yeah, until they got to the 5 yard line and forgot he had a future Hall of Famer named Frank Gore that got you to the 5 yard line, and you decide
Yeah.
not to give him the ball at least 3 times.
Yeah.
That's on you, Jim Harbaugh and Greg Roman.
Hey
That's on
man,
you.
that's why Seattle didn't go back to back. We know.
yep.
Yeah,
Didn't get the ball to Marshawn Lynch.
didn't get the ball to Marshawn.
But I will say,
Mason, they probably did.
from what I
Beyonce and Jay
saw,
Z.
during the game, uh, a lot. Oh, the Renegades got to win today too.
Yes they did.
32-7 over the Crush.
Crush, yeah.
Yeah. I wasn't shocked by
But
that.
as I was watching the game, the one thing it just no like they got a couple stops on drive, but it looked like both offenses were just scoring at will. And then
Yeah.
I think DT hurting his ankle and having that limited mobility, it made a difference in the game. Of course, would
Yep.
they have won? I don't know, but they didn't win, so who
Hmm.
cares? Um, uh, that's why I'm saying like even if they were short staffed, if they didn't have whatever players, whatever the the narrative surrounding this loss is gonna be, it don't matter. Y'all lost,
Yeah.
so y'all got
I
to
Now,
come
so
back
now, here
and
comes Derek trolling.
yeah.
Here we go. Here we go.
No, it was a good game, and like what I was telling David Tender when I was commenting on the lives from RTU and from The Price is Right, I said I don't think y'all defense is good. You said they got better, but they don't look better, in my opinion.
who?
You
Which one?
know, the Animals defense. I'm like, I don't think they got better.
I think, in all honesty, like now that I see them play against a team that has a high powered offense, um, I think what it is, and I've said this since the beginning, but I think it was more on display today, was their team does a good job of defensively staying within the game. So like, they get a couple stops here, get a turnover. But what was happening was the other offense is trying to keep up with DT and them and they can't. And
Hmm.
so you throwing the ball and throwing untimely interceptions, and that's now causing the Animals to jump out to a 2-3 score lead. And when they do that, it's tough. Like that's the
Hmm.
thing that BIC never did today. The Animals had an opportunity where the game changed was that drive before halftime. The Animals had an opportunity. The
Yep.
Animals were down 2 scores. They had an opportunity to come back. I think they were up 29-26,
Hmm.
Yes.
and they gave BIC the ball back with like 33 seconds left or something like that.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
And they let BIC, and that was one of the screens. The first play was the screen where
Hmm.
I don't know if it was K Wack or who it was, but somebody killed the corner.
K
Looked
Wack.
like me
Yep.
blocking out there.
Yeah.
K
Yeah. You
Wack.
got it
Uh,
right. You got it right. Yep.
and he killed the corner, and Ashante took it for 30, 40 yards, the first
Mm-hmm.
screenplay. So it's like, after the 3-on-1 where he's getting to the 30, 40 every time, you feel like, and that's I guess that's just my thing, is that you gotta look at it from both sides. Like,
Hmm.
I mean, I just think that once they had an offense that could score with them,
Hmm.
is tough, right? If the Animals get a stop on that drive before halftime, and then come out in the second half and go down and score, and now they're up 2 scores, I
Mm-hmm.
think
Yeah.
the conversation is different. You get what I'm
Yep.
saying? But again, defense, like that's where your defense got to step up and make plays, especially when your offense is carrying you all season. You get what I'm saying? Like, and I don't want to say carrying because the defense has made plays. The defense has been good all year. I just think that you okay?
Mm.
I just think that sorry, baby was choking. You okay? I just think that with this game today and the way the cards fell, like they were gonna have to they were going to have to make sure that they went into halftime with that lead. It's a big difference going into halftime up 3 than it is going into halftime down 4. If you up 3 and you get the ball back, you can come back, punch it in, and then BIC got to play catch up now, which
Hmm.
then opens up what the Animals defense has been doing all year. Okay, let's create a turnover, let's get a stop, whatever it is, and
Mm-hmm.
then that's just the way that it's been working all year. But today, that touchdown that they gave up before the half,
Yeah.
that was what did it.
Yeah.
I agree. That was huge. It was huge.
No, hold up,
And then like,
hold up, wait a
oh, the DB for
minute. Yeah.
BIC, number 19. God damn.
What's up?
Oh, I can't think of his name.
God damn, man.
Dub, you
Um,
know you know who 19 is?
Manny said, let me have this
Sire.
dance.
19 is Sire.
Basically, let me have
Say
this
your Hancock.
dance.
Yeah.
God damn.
Yeah, Manny was Manny
God
was Manny was ripping everybody
damn.
apart.
Yeah.
And then when
Manny
they
was
put
ripping
the
everybody.
adjustment that they
Hey, shout
made
out to
was
Manny
they
too,
put
cause
KK out there and KK pressed. I'm like, oh shit.
good. Good.
Does he not? Does Diaz not getting touched?
Hmm.
It, that's I mean, because the first play, KK went out there and pressed him. He took him to the damn lineman. I said, oh shit, oh shit. Did he just not expose? Did he show something?
Yeah.
Yeah, and it gets tough too, cause like everybody ain't like it's certain teams. Get down. get down now. It's certain teams in this league that like they gonna play press man until you beat us.
Mhm.
Mhm.
That is it's about 3 teams in this league that's gonna go. We're gonna play press man, and y'all got to beat us.
Yeah.
And it's us, it's BIC, and it's the Watchmen.
Mhm.
But I think the Watchmen, I don't think their secondary is as good as ours or BIC's. Um, but yeah, it was. Hey man, listen, it's different when you get in a receiver's face, as opposed to allowing them to run off the line freely, and
Mhm.
it's different. But you got to be able to trust yourself in that position, knowing, all right, I can guard this motherfucker. Like, get down now.
Well,
Yeah.
it's almost like what you guys did with Danye. You guys went up to Ashbury.
Mhm.
Danye went out there and took care of business,
Yeah. Yeah.
which
No,
was
but
a good idea.
yeah, yeah. But I mean, I still like. I respect the game. I appreciate the game. The game was. It was definitely like it was lights out. I just wish that whole debacle did happen, but it happened. It's over and done with. Just got to learn from it.
Yeah.
Um, yeah, but it was. If you want to say it was fireworks the entire game, like I won't argue with you on that. Um, but yeah, yeah. I don't know, man. It's still stuff still gotta get ironed on. They still probably gotta talk and get things ironed out. I just don't. I don't understand. I didn't see a ref get punched. I didn't see a ref get pushed. Like, but again, like I wasn't. So I don't. It was. I was understand. Like I don't understand it. But it is what it is. It's happening. It's done with. They'll see each other again in the playoffs, and it'll be another good game, I believe.
Without a doubt. I don't.
I love seeing Quanny Morgan out there. Because they were
Yeah,
saying
it was
he was gonna
definitely
be
good to see
there.
Yeah,
him.
good
To
to
see
see
him,
Coney
definitely
out
good to
He
there.
see
Hey
him
popped
out
out,
man,
so
there.
it's
Yeah,
good to
for
see
sure.
him.
hey
I
man,
I was waiting for him to
hey
score
man.
because he,
That
he had his
motherfucker,
damn
that
phone in
motherfucker is a
his
cheat
pocket. I was
code.
waiting for him to score.
Yes, he is.
Hey,
He had
Yes, he is.
hey,
Munch. Yes,
Kwani
he
is a
is.
cheat code. I
He
watched
is.
that touchdown run was filthy.
Mhm.
Filthy. The 2 moves that he put on them to make them
Yeah,
oh my God.
yeah, yeah,
It was filthy.
yeah. It was nice to see him out there playing some good ball. It was
Yeah, I
good
see.
ball.
Even ice cream truck
Hey, so
Woo! Hey,
on
he
his
was moving.
birthday, he balled out, short fucker. But hey, he
Hey,
balled. Hey, he's shorter than me, bro. I ain't lying to you, Miz. He's shorter than me, but he balled out for his birthday. So
he
happy
was
birthday
moving
if you
today.
watching. Ran the ball hard,
Yeah,
got some scores.
yeah.
Even Trey ran the ball hard. Even Trey ran the ball hard. Like
Hey, he had some good cuts too.
yeah, BIC run game came alive in this game. I
Yes,
can
it
say
did.
that.
Yes, it did.
You can tell that they did a few adjustments on halftime
Yes, yes.
to get the tender too. They 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 came with a game plan and they executed very well. And
I
not to
like
say
the
the animals didn't either. They played the good game too. They just had a little few more mistakes.
and that's what's
Yeah,
good. Like when you can see those adjustments.
yeah,
That's what I love about the game where you can see it. Like when they first came
Now
out,
they got a
BIC
little
had
humble.
they had Trey spying, and
yeah.
they took Trey out and they put Trey Cohen in, and they
Mm-hmm.
took Trey Cohen in, and then Baby Joker went in.
Mm-hmm.
I'm like, I like that they're throwing different speeds at it. Was it consistent all the time? No. Did it work some
Nope.
plays? Yes. And so I like that they made those adjustments. I hope DT's healthy. I hope he gets back healthy. I hope
Hundred
everything is
percent.
fine.
100%.
Yeah. Because without DT, they can't go far.
Yeah.
They
Yeah.
they 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 need that man.
You clearly see he couldn't step into a few of his throws as well,
Agreed.
throwing off his back foot a lot. But he was still trying to get out there and move though. He did
Yeah.
break a few plays, but you can clearly see that he was not at 100%.
Yeah.
He
He's a
didn't have
he's a
that
fighter.
explosiveness, I should say.
He's a fighter. He's a fighter. And that's why I respect his game. I respect Diaz game. I
Yeah.
respect Sterry's game.
Oh yeah.
I guess it was a good game. It was a good game. Just besides that debacle, man,
Yeah.
it was great. It was great to see. It was really
As
great
you
to
I do
see,
see.
think
two
I
as
do
you
think
see
they better
two
stop
five is
telling. They
locked
better
into
stop
the
talking
game.
crazy to
Definitely
Sterry.
watch it.
Yeah,
yeah,
What
See,
was that?
2-5 locked into the game because that's what he watched.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I tell you what, they better stop talking crazy to Sterry.
Yeah. Yeah.
100%.
Like he
He
not, like
had
Yeah.
he
more
not,
fun.
like he's not the guy.
Yeah. They tried to write him off. Like I said, DT's having a great year, but
Yeah.
everyone else was writing him off because DT was having a great year. Like, hold on, Sterry is still
But
Sterry.
I think right now with what I saw today, it's I mean it's kind of well no I mean not exactly, but it's kind of the situation that it was with like us and Sick last year, where it's like they got this team and they doing like things that are positive and they look like they're a contender and they are. Don't get me wrong, like they are, but you got to understand that once you playing against that top team, that number one team, like you got to come with a different
Mm-hmm.
swagger, a different mentality, a different game plan. You got to execute way more than you got to do against them other teams. Cause don't get me wrong, like, I don't think the U is trash. I don't think the Watchmen are trash. I don't think those wins that the Animals had were flukes. I just think that they came with the same thinking that the same thing that they did against those teams was gonna work. And you at the big dogs, bro. Like you at the top dog. That's not gonna work. You better come up with something else.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah. They proved today that they are the top of the Eastern Division.
Hmm. Yeah.
Well, they've been
Sterry
at the
was
top of the Eastern Division for 3 out of the last 4 years.
Yeah.
They've been in the chat. If we include this year and the past 2 seasons, right? Or actually, let's go to past three since Vegas has been in existence, right? When we all started uh, paying attention to this, BIC was in the championship game the first year,
Hmm.
right, and beat the U.
Yep.
Uh, the next year they lost it, and they lost to the U twice that year,
Hmm.
and then uh,
Last
last
year.
year they was in the championship game. This year they proven they still number one. So like you got to young like as much as people try, but same with us. Much as people try to, as much as people love the new guys overtaking, because everybody loved when the Patriots started losing a little bit. Like once the
Hmm.
new guys start overtaking, it's tough. You feel me? The real
Four
shit.
times, four times the Trident BIC have been to the championship game.
Hmm.
Shit.
They have a
Hey,
And
record
they've won
of
it
two.
twice, right?
They have a record of 2-2. One in 2016 over the Chiefs. One in 2022 over the U. Lost in 2021 to the U. Got revenge on the U in 2022, and of course, Danye walk off last season in MSG.
yay.
hey, that nigga number two for the Animals. He grimy.
Manny Diaz.
Many cold,
he
bro.
nice. He nice.
Yeah, what?
He going this year he'll get this year he'll definitely be I don't know about top five receivers. I mean statistically he will be, but
Why he just crack Buddy like that though?
but that block was nasty.
That's
Hey, it
That's
was
that's
it was
elite.
it was some great blocking in that game today.
That's elite. That's elite level blocking right there.
Yeah, it was some good blocking in that game today.
in what league? Because if motherfuckers was really block like that in this here day and age with this league, shit'll be different.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. 2-5. You gonna watch a good like Zelly said. You gonna watch a good game until you get to that one point to where the game it's gonna be like
Yeah.
I don't know why. I was sitting here. I didn't get to see the whole game because that 40-minute debacle took off, but I had it in my ear. It came down to the wire. They still had
They
a
did.
chance.
They did. It
Oh,
was what was it? 44 seconds left, and
Yeah,
Ashanti iced it.
yeah,
Yeah. I mean, listen, and that's what the league need more of. The league needs more of those kind of games. You get what
yeah,
I'm saying?
yeah,
The league needs more of those kind of games. The league needs more of the animals BIC. They need more of us and sick when they were closer to us.
Hmm.
Um, those are the kind of games that look good. The BICU games of old, like even the one last week, the Watchmen and the Renegades game. Like
That was
those
a
are
good
the
game.
Yeah.
BIC and the Renegades game. Like those are more the games that need to be shown and broadcasted and put on display.
Yeah.
Like one of my major issues with the league is, and it may be because they lack the footage that they need. I don't know. Derek can chime in on this, but there isn't a lot of on promo videos and stuff like that. There isn't a lot of West Coast highlights.
Mm.
Like there's not a lot of Western Division highlights. I watch it. Even if you watch like the mid broadcast when they go like to a commercial break or whatever and they
Hmm.
got the time up counting down,
Yeah.
there's not one single play from a West
Hmm.
Coast team.
Yep.
Right? And it may not matter, but I I don't know. I just feel like there
It
there's no
makes no sense, Munch. Just say what it is. It
That
makes
was
no
saying.
sense. You have a back to back national champ, and they don't have not one fucking commercial, not one fucking highlight.
yeah, cause I watched it. I was like, and I was just curious. And I'm like, I'm watching. I'm like, where are these highlights? And I'm just looking at the highlights. Cool, whatever. And then like I noticed, like I'm like, damn, boy, it ain't no teams from because it don't even got to be us.
Yeah.
It doesn't even have to be us. No, Derek, you right, but I know they don't want to relive the salt in that wound. But how is Donye's walk off kick return touchdown not on a highlight?
And it's not.
That
We
don't
we
make sense.
we played in Ashbury. Yo touchdown. Yo stare at buddy when you scored.
Yeah, like how is that
Danye's
not
touchdown.
how me staring down chick not on that like you know
Yo interception.
The silly.
Juiced on the ball to Vic. You feel like this like they and Derek, I hear you saying, Derek, but they have highlights of us. They have shit. The Forest versus Snow Tribe a few years ago. They have that shit. It was played out there.
yeah it's just I get it it's a little bias. I don't really care about the bias. I'm just saying
Now JP
with
gonna go off. JP gonna go off now because now there's no such thing as East Coast bias or West Coast bias.
wait what yes there is
And
yes there
according
is
to JP, it ain't.
the whole league is East Coast and that it's okay like I don't care about the East Coast bias. I'm just saying let's I don't know when the Eagles win the Super Bowl you see more shit about the Eagles. That's all I'm saying.
Hmm.
When the Chiefs win the Super Bowl, people hate the Chiefs, but you see more shit about the Chiefs. Patrick Mahomes started appearing in State Farm commercials and shit. Like, you feel me? Like, it's just the truth. Like, you know,
Catch up on the steak.
you know,
Oh my
take what's
god.
popular and roll with it. Whether because believe it or not, like we got
Oh,
fans on the East Coast.
Yeah.
hey, yeah, he cooked all three of them. He cooked all three of them.
Yes, JP is.
Yeah, East
All
Coast
three.
cheerleaders crazy. But
JP
no,
hurt
yeah.
my feelings when he went off. I'm like, JP, what are you talking about, man? Hurt my damn feelings.
But no, he didn't retract it a little bit. He didn't realize like, oh nah, you right, Munch. I guess I get
Good.
what you're saying.
Oh,
Yeah, and that's okay. It's okay to be wrong and have to, you know, like no, for real. No, I'm
No,
not even
I heard
see.
wife in the background. I
Yeah, she talking to three,
heard.
talking to three because he think he could do whatever he want to do. But yeah, nah,
Kids.
I like the problem is that
mm.
as the league is getting smaller and smaller because people don't want to continue doing certain things, and I get it. But the product that's been put on the field, for the most part, is entertaining. To me, there's very few things. I mean, obviously over here today we had two games that weren't. I mean, I don't know because I felt like the Hunters. I liked what the Hunters did. The Hunters figured out that hey, I ain't got no time, so I'm throwing slants and quick wheels and
Mhm.
That shit
quick
worked.
screens and
No, the Hunters did some good stuff today. They really
I was
did.
actually I was actually I was actually kind of impressed a little bit.
Yeah, they ran some good plays. Would you say Zelly ass?
Asshole.
No,
Wait,
bro, I'm being serious.
he was being serious, and he's like, and then as soon as he smiles, he's an asshole.
But I was being serious, bro. You see, bro, y'all always try
Hey,
to make me be a villain. I
hey,
ain't the villain.
as Boss Man said, first 1.5 quarters of both games were fantastic.
No, but what I will say though is JJ running the ball looked like he really could play running back. The way he was patient with the letting the blocker sit
Oh,
up.
J3? Oh yeah.
Yes.
I coached. He was my running back in high school. I coached him. He was my starting running back at Canyon Springs. I coached him
Oh wow.
in high school. Yeah.
Why the fuck is
Well,
he?
I was very
What was
impressed
that,
with that.
Knox?
I'm like, why the fuck was he just? Like, you're running at him. You're pointing at him. Like,
Yeah, and they still put up 52 points. Is my point. With Zach at quarterback, they still put up 52. Which again,
Shit.
when you have depth and you know how to
Mhm.
utilize that depth, this is what you get. They put up 52.
Is that LA from the Gold?
Yes.
Oh, left it wet. Yeah.
They played a C team.
This guy, man.
And still put up 52. I mean, we
Yeah, I
just
mean, you
Wait,
know,
so that means what was Scooter
Yeah.
was Scoop
Scooter
coaching?
wasn't there.
No, he was
Scooter
his
was
son had
coaching.
his son
He was
was had
coaching
a tournament.
Scotty's team made it to the championship game in the flag tournament today.
Not shocked.
Yeah. Yeah, Scotty's
not,
a,
not
Scotty's a monster.
not shocked.
And he also has insomniac traits when it comes to being an asshole. Um, he likes to he likes to shoot arrows at people.
Oh,
Um, and that's my nephew. He literally the back of his jersey says the arrow. He wears Scooter's number 12, and the name on the back of his jersey is the arrow.
So
beautiful,
now,
beautiful.
Munchie, give me your honest assessment of Brandon Schwank trying to play homage to you with his version
I
and
didn't even
shooting the
I
arrow.
didn't even see it, but we was talking about it right before. I didn't see it.
Look at Zelly.
I
Look
still
at
haven't seen it yet.
Zelly,
I heard everybody go crazy when he
Zelly,
did it, and I was like, "What the heck?"
did
I
it
was sitting under the tent
rhythm? I know it had rhythm.
because
No, fuck it didn't.
that gator tech had
I
me out
told him in the
there.
group chat because some
A
Swank
little
and I have in
spicy.
common. Like we both hunt. I said, Shank, that arrow ain't killing that elk. That elk still living, bro. But I laughed. I did laugh. Like it put a smile on my face when he did it.
No. We was talking about it on the sideline because I was telling him how, like, I don't even know how I started doing it, but I actually pull my arrow with the wrong hand because I'm left-handed.
No,
But
no,
I
no.
pull
That's
my
kind of it's
no, I
okay
pull my
because
arrow. I pull my arrow with my right hand, and if I pull it with my right hand, that's the part the hand that's supposed to be holding my bow. So it's like, how am I pulling it off? Like, what are we doing?
it's
So we're talking
okay.
about it. So I gotta start
You
switching it. I'm
you
gonna
and
start pulling it off with the left.
you and John Rambo get away with it because Rambo's also a lefty when he shoots the arrow, so it's okay. It's all right.
So, but I
Oh
mean,
yeah.
besides that, everything else is copacetic.
Yeah.
I'm interested to see what these next 3-4 weeks gonna look like.
Where do you think he be at in the ranking?
What was
Us,
that?
number 2.
Yeah, we're definitely gonna be two.
Us, because they're gonna give it to BIC because BIC beat the number 1 team.
hey,
Hey, hey,
hey,
hey,
hey,
she with the shits.
hey! I
Why?
love that. Hey,
Yeah, for those of y'all, Knox and Zelly know my wife.
Hey, she with the shits, man.
Yeah,
Why?
yeah,
hey, that sounds like something my wife would say too. No, 100%. That's that.
yeah. Knox and Zelly know my wife.
Well,
It was kind of like a free
I don't
pass.
want no smoke, sis. I don't want no smoke.
I'm just
I don't
saying
want no
it sounds
smoke.
like a get out of jail free card. Like you
Well,
automatically
no, what
Nah,
it
I'm
is,
good. No,
me.
they say their strength of schedule is better
Yeah.
than ours. So basically,
I'm
what they do
sorry.
is
Dub
all
does
it
not
is
say
is
that.
no, no,
Dub
no.
does not
Listen,
No,
say
I don't
that.
say
listen,
Mizzle don't say that either.
listen. No, no, no. I know y'all don't, but I'm saying what I'm saying is
Anybody that knows my husband knows that he gonna bet $100 a ball. Whether they the number one, number two seed, tell all wives I'm taking side bet.
Oh,
Oh,
there you heard it.
hey,
There you heard it.
She actually
You
got a
heard
shirt.
it from Mrs. Munchie.
She actually has.
that
She wore a shirt last week versus to
hey
the
Rob,
Steelers game. It said Mrs. $100 a ball.
yeah.
I believe it. I
Yeah,
believe it.
yeah.
Hey, last time that shit didn't that shit go towards like a honeymoon or something like that?
It was no, it was supposed to, but y'all favorite well not y'all, but they favorite player backed out.
Oh,
He said he had a professional contract that he couldn't do
oh,
one on ones
shut
with me.
up! Oh my god!
yeah.
Why I gotta shut up, bro? Is that not what happened?
I was there.
Zelly, is that not what
I was
happened?
uh,
No, that's what happened. Hey, you know
Okay.
who else was there? Coach Donnie Bunak. I remember that. That was
He
at Ed
came.
Fountain.
He
Yep.
Donnie came to save him. Okay,
hmm
came to
Donnie did
save
save
him.
him.
I got a professional contract, so I can't. I said, "Hey, bro, what professional contract you got? Because I know professional contracts. Like I know what leagues have professional contract. Which one?" He came with a semi-pro contract. I said, "Oh, okay, you got it. Just say you didn't want to. Just say you didn't want to do
What's up,
one-on-ones,
Mel?
or just say you didn't. Just say you didn't have the money or whatever it is. I don't know whatever it is. Just say you didn't.
He said, "No, my money good." Then he
My
changed it from
money
$100
always
to like
good.
$20 a ball. It was crazy. That's
My
some
money
crazy shit.
always good.
Jeffrey,
Oh, you took
bust
that one
out
off?
Lucille.
You're
Yeah, you was
right,
talking.
Yeah.
Oh,
right.
well,
The
definitely.
hardest man, the hardest working man in sports.
In his Tony Stark glasses.
Mel? Yeah,
See,
yeah,
look
yeah.
at
Yeah.
it.
So,
What's good, man?
chilling, man. Just at
man.
the airport, bro.
Yeah.
Yeah, the airport.
What
So,
did you see?
What's up, man? For tequila shots, crazy.
What did you
oh,
see out there today, man?
it was hot. Uh, yeah, it was hot. I was just running around, man, on these cameras and different stuff, man. So I got to go back and check out the stuff,
Yeah.
you know.
As always, some good
Hey,
shots out there today.
hey,
Well,
Gator Tech, um, we gotta like put like a cooling device or something in that
In the
shiesty
mask.
place. Lord, that thick ass mask. It'll be perfect for the cold. I
Oh
promise you
yeah,
that.
absolutely. Absolutely.
It'll be perfect for the
so
cold. It's
that
nice and
helmet
thick.
gear you was wearing,
Hey, bro, what's up with you?
the helmet gear.
Hey, what's up with you?
No, I'm being serious. Is that
It
what you're
was a
talking
shiesty,
about?
bro. It was a shiesty. Okay, it's a concussion
I wasn't
preventing
joking, bro.
shiesty.
I was being
Okay,
serious.
it's a concussion preventing shiesty. Okay, Gator Tech. Shout them out. Tell them they can sponsor just me if they want to. Matter of
I
fact,
was
tell them.
being serious.
Matter of fact, tell them. Matter of fact, tell them I'm gonna need them to sponsor. We got a 7-on-7 team that we starting up. They can sponsor them.
I was being serious. I was being serious.
That
I was
helmet things. Hey, bro. Hey, bro. Don't do this.
not.
Don't do this, Zelly, because once I get started, bro. And Keisha just
I
gave me a shot
know,
of
no, like
tequila.
I
You
was
better be
being
cool.
serious, bro. I ain't trying to get you started. I was really being. I ain't being an asshole. I'm Zelly. I ain't Munch. I'm Zelly.
I had
I was
to.
asking
I had to.
you a
I ain't gonna lie to
question.
y'all.
That motherfucker big.
It is. I ain't gonna lie to y'all though. I had to, cause I had to take it off, cause like I felt myself about to overheat, and I was like, it was on the first drive. I came off after the first drive, and I said, yeah, I can't do this today. Uh, I went back to the regular, the one I didn't need one for concussion today, so you know I was okay. But no, yeah, we're gonna the top five right now. Realistically, should be BIC, us, and then it gets tricky. My number three will probably be the Watchmen.
Coming
My
off a
number
big win today.
four, my number four will probably be Sick, and then my number five will probably be the Animals. That would be my top five right now.
It's not a bad top five.
I just think that the Watchmen's loss. Well, but it's hard too because both of them having one loss. So let me switch that. That's what I'll do. I'll switch that. I'll put the Animals at three and the Watchmen at five because the Animals still beat the Watchmen. Like no matter how you spin it, whatever it is, the Animals beat and they beat them handedly. So I don't think I can, even though they just lost and they win it, I don't think I can put them in above them. So that's my top five. Everybody else can go ahead and state theirs.
Make their claim.
But before I give my top five, speaking of helmets, they threw a flag on Baby Joker for his headgear, but they threw a
Yeah.
flag on the hold.
Yeah, it was a
That's
yeah.
crazy work. That is that's crazy work.
Hey man. Hey man, listen. Sometimes you just gotta show
A
up.
10-yard penalty for that? Not
But
a
no, they
warning.
took the penalty away
Yeah, I mean,
No, that's
eventually
right.
they
They
gave
did
him.
take it away. That's right. They
They
did.
did,
They
but
did. They
why
did.
throw it though? You
because
man.
it's an equipment flag. It's the same thing as if one of us had on a hood, quote unquote. But I saw DT with a hood out today during the game. But that's neither here nor there. I guess we held to a different standard. I actually blame Derek for that.
Don't get him started.
So
you go, you know you're watching.
Hey man, I blame Derek.
They said hoodie's good, Munchie titanium condom helmet.
All right, Zelly. Because now I'm about to roast your ass, bro. Don't you got some fried rice you need to be eating? What,
Thank you, my
nigga,
dear.
that's why
Appreciate
he
you.
look like no. That's why he look like Kevin Hart and Ride Alone, motherfucker.
Oh my
Now,
god.
oh,
now I'm about to light
I'm
your
Ben
ass up,
Barber,
Zelly.
bitches.
oh shit.
I'm about to light your ass up, Zelly. Don't do that. I don't even know why you play with me, bro. That's the wrong thing to do.
Ben Barber, bitches.
I don't get it, man.
No,
Bro,
he wasn't
hey,
ready.
bro. I ain't making.
Okay.
It's the helmet, bro.
Zelly
That
got some.
helmet.
Zelly got some fried rice and some orange chicken to eat
Hey,
to
orange
eat
chicken's
tonight.
good.
Hey, y'all notice y'all don't hear no dogs barking on this
This
broadcast.
motherfucker right.
That's all I'm saying, bro. All I'm saying, bro.
Hey,
Y'all
that
don't hear no
helmet
dog.
strong as shit,
Y'all
ain't
don't
it?
hear no dogs barking on this broadcast. That's all I'm saying.
20 yen.
Boy, gotta
No
have that
baby, no baby here tonight.
1940s helmet motherfucker was wearing.
He said I should have played in leathernecks.
He said I was playing when Bronco Nagurski was playing for the Chicago Bears with Red Grain.
Hey man,
No, put it down.
I look like I went to Harvard in the 20s.
Stop, Eric.
I was playing in the Yale Bowl.
Oh man.
Y'all better, Zelly better chill.
All right, I'm good. I'm good. I want no smoke. I'm good. I'm good.
He said no smoke.
Yeah, I'm good. You got work tomorrow. You got work
Okay,
tomorrow.
No,
we
it's
we
okay.
do
I told them
we do have a fan question. Now, I don't know if we can answer this, but she's asking, explain to me the fight. What is the penalties for that? Is ejection a thing? Yes, people do get ejected.
yeah.
I don't think there
It
was no.
definitely has happened.
She just
Definitely,
don't know
the
because she's a Packers
insomniacs
fan.
definitely
They
get
don't fight
ejected
over there.
anytime anything happens.
Zelly, stop it!
It's because she's a Packers fan. They don't fight over there.
Oh, Zelly. Oh God, here we go.
What's up, Miss Jody? I missed
Here
you.
we go.
We
My
have
bad, Munch.
brought
Go
their
ahead, Munch.
beef
My
onto
bad.
the A7 side of the game.
God damn it, Beavis. Oh Lord.
Oh,
Yeah,
but yes,
go ahead, Munch. Answer that question for him.
I think she just realized it's you, Zelly.
Yeah.
Oh, here we go. Here it comes. Here, folks. This next segment is brought to you by.
oh,
Because there will be plenty of it in this segment, folks.
I think ejections are definitely a thing, especially when it's the insomniacs. Um,
Well, you came to
but
the
I
right
mean,
show to learn, Miss Jody.
penalties should have been thrown, but I guess the referees thought we not gonna throw no penalties. We're out of here. And then they didn't know what to do after that. So then Ryan DePaul had to come down in his loafers and ref the game. And he didn't even have on. I mean, he probably had on stripes, but it wasn't the right stripes. And then after the dust settled, the referees came back. I think they needed a bathroom break. Y'all know men like to sit on the toilet like for like, a good 30, 40 minutes scrolling the phone to the ass cheek getting numb and then we gotta get up. Um,
So crazy.
but yeah,
That's so
I
crazy.
think that was probably what happened. They probably needed to, relieve themselves and so they went and took a break, had a hiatus to make it dramatic, and then they came back and finished.
When I saw Ryan DePaul get out there and I saw one of the animals linemen get out there and start repping, I said, oh, this some bullshit right here. This some bullshit right here.
Hey,
Hey
Fuck
none
man,
of
this.
those
I'm
Take
plays
about to
should
his
have
get busy.
counted.
jersey off.
I gotta
Hey,
go.
none of those plays should have counted. Let's be honest.
Hey, the animals got like from like the 10 to the 1 and who's that Ken was like, no, fuck this. This
And he
ain't
said he's
right.
not a real referee. You can hear him talking. He said,
Hey man,
"Get off the
I need
field.
to eat.
He's not a real referee."
I'll be back.
And my line, Zelly, you heard
Hell
the
no,
same thing
he
I
was
heard, right?
pissed. Boy, they got some yards. No, fuck this. He ain't a real ref.
And they was too close to
Because
scoring.
because Miss Jody, it is a no padded, no helmet tackle football league, so that's why there is no helmet. So,
Yes, this is
so
backyard football. Football
yeah,
that you play with your homies.
but yet it is safer. The
Yes,
concussions are very less in this league
they
because
teach proper tackling.
they do focus on making sure you wrap up a tackle.
Yep.
What's up, CP3? Congrats on the win today over the crush.
And CP had a couple plays out there too.
Yeah. He said send the link, Dubs. Just send the link to him. I can
Oh,
jump
CP
off.
want to
Well,
come
no,
on?
I asked him earlier, was he sleeping? He never got back to me.
Hey Knox,
Yeah, he
how
got
far are
time
you,
now.
Knox?
Well,
What's
How
up?
apparently he
far are
is
you?
awakened.
How far are you in that game?
6 minutes left in the second quarter.
When you get to that, when these fuckers when they walk off and you gonna see Ryan DePaul. And when they drive down, like I think it's from the 10, they get like to the 1. Boy,
CP3, you was probably being a dad. It's all good, bro.
Ken
What
said, "Fuck that, he ain't no
what
real."
was what quarter was
Yes,
At
Jody.
the
Yes, Miss Jody.
third
They
was
they
it
have
20?
trainers. They have medics.
Or
They have medics on site.
it was the fourth quarter.
Oh, four. Yeah.
He
He
said,
said
"Get
he's
off the
not a.
field, my team. Get off the field."
He
What's
said
up,
he
Bobby?
is
How you
not
doing?
a real referee. I'm like,
Congrats on the win
yo.
today. And Mr. Davidson, the
Oh,
longest fourth quarter in A7 history.
hell yes, God
Exactly.
dang.
Exactly. Oh man.
They should just cut the game film right there.
Yep. Broadcast.
After the scuffle.
Hey, you should have got that. Boo.
We now
Public,
return to your regular scheduled programming.
Or just cut to Matt Ryan and who's it? Ryan. Hey, that whoever played
Ryan
big Rob
Shamar,
today. Hey, he was
no,
in there on his Tony
Ryan,
Romo shit.
no, Ryan Shamar was Ryan Shamar was very good today. He was really good
Yeah,
today.
yeah.
he was in the booth doing a damn good job. I enjoyed listening to him and Matt call the game. That was real good. But they should have just cut to
Yeah.
them. Hey, wait,
Oh my gosh.
Zelly, he's not a real referee.
He was pissed. And he was fine with the game going on. They went
They
from the
got to that
10 to the
1 yard
1.
line.
He ain't a real fucking.
Jordan Davidson, you stop it right now.
That was their halftime.
Oh gosh.
Oh,
Damn it.
hey,
Go and jump on CP. I know CP got some shit to say about that.
I'm sure he does.
um,
oh.
hey
Hey,
Knox, after you watch it, go make a post on the page so we can see it. I
I'm sure he probably already did.
no, he ain't made it to the fourth quarter
I'm
yet.
about
Wow.
No,
I'm
don't
about
fast
to
forward. It's a great game.
It's
Don't
no.
fast
Watch the
forward.
game, Knox. It's a good game until they get to that point. Don't
I got,
disservice yourself.
got 4 minutes left in the
Minus
second.
Beyonce and them, yes.
Now, yeah, just about 40
Yeah, you
minutes.
like when you Knox. Hey Knox, You know when you played in the flag tournament and they like, hey, do you want to do a roster check? Like, nah, fuck that roster check. And they start winning. Like, hey, let me watch. Like, go ahead and roster.
Yeah, they walked off. They didn't leave. They just walked off.
Oh
Well,
my
I
god.
guess that's technically leaving as well. But no, they eventually came back.
They had a brief interview.
Oh, I might just be tired, but that shit is funny to me.
No, hey, no, it's funny.
No, we don't need a roster check. And they start beating you. Hey, I want a roster check at half.
It's a little late for that.
Golly.
Yeah.
He ain't a ref. You ain't cared before.
Hey, wait.
Bad.
When they walked off the field, I thought, okay, the game must be over.
I'm trying to tell you. Jordan, Will was like in the best of spirits. He had that big ass hat on. When that shit came off in the second half of that BFC Animals game, I
Okay,
don't know
first
what
off,
the fuck Will was doing.
okay, Zelly, Mizzle, get your quarterback.
What do you say?
And I quote, Lee, comma, I need the meats! Exclamation point. No Diddy. Also, go ahead
because of the
and
win.
go ahead and send that menu and let us know when can we be catered to, because let's be real, you didn't even sniff second place, buddy.
Oh,
Who said that?
That's fucked up.
who, that Scooter?
I said get your quarterback.
Yeah.
I said that was.
So that's right. So Scooter won the bet.
I wonder if Lee honored his bet with Biggie. They bet $200. I was like, Lee,
$200.
don't do that. Yes, Lee, don't do that. No, they ain't that. They ain't good. We the second best team. All right, now.
Oh boy. So wait, y'all get to eat for how long? For free?
Yeah, what you want? we'll make it priority mail. Priority.
Nah, just save it for when I come down there.
Man.
Oh, that's crazy.
So did the Gold make the playoffs, Dub?
I don't know. I don't know what's gonna happen when we come back off of the Easter break. I don't know.
So with that,
I want to know that. Then I want to know what happened to Florida. Did they get their roster in?
That would be a Derek Duncan question, and if Derek Duncan is still on here, if you can let us know, sir, we would like to know.
Oops, my bad. I know you're on it. My bad.
No. Mr. David says, crazy part is they even score. The whole division should just show up and say, I'm a part of the Insomniacs.
Hey, Mizzle, appreciate you too, bro, by the way. Because we had some hardware issue devices that was making the audio do that.
Uh-huh.
It was like a device that was going bad, and it was like one of the main things that feeds into a device that we use to stream. So we literally had to replace that.
Damn.
Luckily, yeah. But anyway, it's cool because honestly, I can't be watching the stream the whole time. You know what I'm saying? Because I'll be, watching the camera. So that actually helps me, like, you know what I'm saying? We're able to be somewhat proactive.
Like Dub say, bro, when it's my off day, my off weekend, if everything is on, I got East and I got West on. I'm all eyes because I know that me and Dub got to sit here and talk about it. So, Knox just saw something.
He saw something.
Yeah, but I don't like. Go ahead, Knox.
But hey, I need dude to change his number, please. This 25 for the animals that. He got to change his number, boy. He out there
he said he's disrespecting.
Throw off.
He said he's disrespecting my number. No, can't do it.
But
he says that's not. He says that's not going to work for me, brother.
Hey, anything I can help make this make us smoother and be more professional. I'm like I said.
Oh, that's
I'm directly texting Dub when I'm watching anything, and then I forgot I'm in the other chat, so I texted in the chat and I also texted the Dub. So
Yeah,
Derek was on it and Dub was on it. So you know,
yeah.
look,
No, that helps out a
I'm
lot.
y'all offside eyes and ears.
Yeah, that helps out a lot, bro. For real. You know.
Nah, I want us to be just as good as the East Coast.
Oh yeah.
You know,
We
well,
coming.
I just want all of us to be good. If I had a way to tap into well, JP has a direct line to the East Coast,
Yeah.
so he can do all that. But no, I definitely got us for sure. Because I want to make sure that we sound good, look good.
Right. Yeah. Yeah, those two. We had two new camera operators today. Two didn't show up, and then we had two new ones.
Deal some good shots.
Yeah, yeah, they did good. That's the thing. Like, yeah, we're getting, you know, just kind of like random people in a way. And I think everybody that's coming on and helping out is doing a good job, especially not having experience
Yeah.
doing it.
Yeah. Well, when you got a good teacher like you, Mel, everybody will be good.
Yeah, appreciate you, man.
Just don't drop the
Got a good
PTZ.
crew.
That's all. That's all.
Yeah, bro. Yeah, bro. Somebody dropped the PTZ, $5,000 camera.
Ugh.
So,
That would be a nice setup.
yeah,
Very,
we
very
get
interesting.
Go Horse Hunters Part 2. I'll definitely tune in for that.
Yeah.
Well,
That
Agreed.
welcome.
second game will be another ass whooping though. The stealth and sick with it.
Well, once again, we like to say welcome on this A7FL recap show. Go ahead, 25. Go ahead.
I just want to see Hunter stealth.
Yeah.
Why is
Again,
that?
I agree.
please share with us why you want to see that. You.
Yeah, why is that?
Because the Hunters were actually able to put up 6 points on the champs.
Shut the fuck up. This guy right
Well, at one point in time, the score was 8-6
here.
before the Insomniacs went on their run.
Decide to
I,
say, you know what, we're still.
I heard you, Dub, but yes, that's the correct score. It is 8-6. Like, Dub, shut up too.
Hey,
You can shut up also.
no, put a little emphasis on it.
Well, I gotta try to be a salesman because we
It
all
is.
know we're going home before 7 o'clock. So, you know.
And he said, believe it or not, ladies and gentlemen, at one point this game was 8-6. Like, Dub's being an asshole right now.
No, not being but it was. Where's the lie?
There's no lie. It's how you delivered it, Dub. That's the thing.
Well, you know.
The delivery.
Bro, your deliverance.
Stop it.
Hey, ability though to keep plays alive where you think that the D line is about to collapse on them is crazy. Because he's still throwing them motherfuckers off his back foot and making hell of a. And not to mention the receiver though, the receivers with them, they continue with the running of the route. Like,
And they high point the ball too.
yeah.
They hype. Yeah.
He spends a lot of time running for his life, but still seems to get rid of it.
He's on DT?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Yep.
He make crazy ass off his back foot. You know what I'm saying? Like, with accuracy.
Right.
You know, Lasante keeps saying they played the Insomniac C team. That may be true, and they still put up 52 points.
Dang, Simon.
Is he a stealth player?
No, Lasante plays for the gold. He had the walk-off. Well, not the walk-off, but he had the...
Man, he already.
Hey, you got to see them in a couple weeks. LA. You got to chill, bro. Giving them bulletin board material right now. And that quarterback back there today didn't look bad at all, if you ask me.
Who was that?
That was Tyrese Cook.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, I agree with Zelly.
He ain't look bad now.
No.
We are all proud of y'all, man. 3 years come, we are proud of y'all. We really are.
Oh,
but just like Bama said, don't let it get to your head now. It's hard to beat a team 2 times in 1 year.
Mm-hmm.
Dub preaches that all as you just heard the sermon.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Well, it is. I mean, it's that's why it's called Any Given Sunday. As Mr. Davidson chimes in.
Yeah, that was a difference maker in the game right there. Once they did that, that's where the game took a little twist for turn, if you would say. I told y'all Knox was gonna be locked into that game, into that situation happened.
Yeah, I got 1 minute left in the second quarter.
Yes, we are, Mr. Franklin. You trying to come on?
Hell yeah, you want to come on? You better come on, Ninja.
Mm.
Dub, just send it.
Zelly wants questions. Zelly wants answers.
I thought it
Hey,
was
definitely with the
going.
big cap too. Like Zelly said, it was all sunshine and rainbows with the big cap on until you went back to the
Yeah,
regular
man.
cap.
He was smiling extra hard. I'm like, I never seen Will smile this much. He must get a lot of compliments. I'm guessing they started talking shit about his hat in that BSC Animals game. That's how it is. Went back to the normal hat. But no, from like all bullshit aside, well, I just want to know like what like your side like what happened.
Yeah.
Honestly, that's it. All bullshit aside.
Hey, Diaz was working these fools secondary for real. He
Nah,
Nah,
was
Manny. Nah, Manny Diaz
2-5,
is a problem.
he was
2-5.
ass.
Hey, 2-5. He ran the old fashioned 8 route 3 times in a row, bro.
Bro,
And
it worked every time. Like,
everybody said it's going to be a post. If we see it, how did he see number 19? God damn. They ran it back to back. The
Yeah.
first time he ran it through a flag.
Yeah. And ran the
They
same.
ran the same fucking formation. They were in the same positions. He ran the same fucking route, the same exact way, and he scored again. Diaz good, man. That boy good. That boy is good.
And it just said we played the 18, but okay.
damn, that shit
Bro,
really.
look. I have so much respect for Bama. So Bama, take this with a grain of salt, please, man. To what was that? Was that Anderson that just put that up there?
Yes, sir.
Did you not see what we were doing in the second quarter? The bullshit offense you're running. We wasn't taking y'all serious.
I have
You got to stop that, bro. Like, take the win. We're happy for you, but you can't compare the Hunters playing us to y'all playing us. It ain't the same on any aspect. So take that game from today and study on what the Hunters are doing because you got to see them. You're not hurting our feelings. You're not motivating us. You're motivating them. Because I mean, the interception you got, it was a tip ball. It ain't like you did nothing fucking special, to be honest. Sorry, it was a tip ball.
look, Derek
Stay humble,
Cunningham
bro. Stay humble.
actually made the play. He broke that shit up. Cunningham actually broke that shit up, and it just happened to land off in his chest. You feel me?
And we're all excited. I can't speak. I'm excited to see y'all play them again, and I'm gonna be rooting for y'all. But stay humble, bro. Stay humble.
So I know that's just the point. Y'all didn't take us serious. I
We
mean,
didn't
I
take them
still
serious either.
I
We
mean,
didn't
to a
take them
point,
serious either.
they're really not taking nobody serious until they get to the chip. If
I
that,
won't say. I mean,
I mean,
Anderson,
maybe
yes.
sick, maybe sick.
I think we take everybody serious
Well, not according to Munchie.
until we punch them in the mouth and we see what they do. And when they tuck their tails, like, oh, we got them.
That's fair.
But I
oh
can
man.
say if you want to say y'all played the better, y'all played the like the first string longer than the Hunters. You're right. 100%. You're right. You're right. I don't want what you saw in that game today with us and Hunters get into your head. You know, I want y'all to win. I do, but don't think because y'all beat them before that it's gonna be easier this next time. Because I mean, y'all had nothing to lose. Y'all had nothing to lose. The pressure wasn't on y'all. Now the pressure's on y'all.
Mm.
Miss Jody, to answer your question, because that's just what I say. Because again, what do I know? I don't know anything. Um,
Well, do any of us know?
Oh, it's better, Miss Jody.
Uh
He's gonna tell that too. maybe,
well,
maybe if you told him it wouldn't be East Coast biased.
but the reason, well, actually, we did have some audio difficulties, which Mizzle
Hmm.
pointed out to us. But the reason why our audio does sound good is because the great talents that you see wearing the Ray-Ban camera
Yes,
oh,
glasses
sir.
Mr.
on the bottom
Mel.
wings, Mr. Merrill Carey.
What it
Uh,
do?
Call him
What
the
it do?
hardest working man in
he's
sports entertainment.
he's
What
the
it
reason
do?
why me and Chris sound as we do. Um, so all thanks goes to him and the production team that does a good job to make sure that we sound good
Mm-hmm.
when we do go live on the air on A7FL.TV. Which just to go over the scores of what took place today here in week number 5 here on this 13th of April in the year of our Lord 2025. Sick with it pitches a shutout over the Stealth 38 nothing. The Old Bridge Hawks beat the DC Buzz 12-6. The East Orange Renegades beat the QC Crush 32-7. The Insomniacs took care of business 52-6, and the Watchmen get a big win over the Heathens 30-6, and of course BIC beat the Animals 51-53. And what that means statistic wise, it means now that BIC is 5-1, Watchmen 4-1, the Renegades 3-2, the Animals 3-1, the Patterson U 2-2 by way of the forfeit. The Heathens are 2-2, the QC Crush 2-3, the Bridge Hawks are 2-2, Octane and the Buzz are 0-5. The Insomniacs improved to 4-0. Sick with it goes back to 3-1. Stealth 2-2. Gold 1-3. The Hunters 0-4.
That's crazy.
Mm. So did I heard in the East Coast that some playoff positions have been taken? Is this true?
That I don't know. I know. I think officially the Buzz and the Octane are eliminated from playoff contention. I believe.
Oh, okay. I think I may have overheard Matt Ryan say that if certain teams win, that they'll lock a playoff position.
Okay, Miss Jody, if you're just now realizing that this is Zelly, what's wrong with you?
Good
Hey,
lord.
hey, must be something in the water in Texas, huh?
Oh damn.
Oh God.
Oh damn.
How you doing, Miss Jody?
Uh,
Yeah, Jordan, that would be interesting. But I don't see the Watchmen beating BIC. I got the BIC beating the Watchmen when they play.
same.
Yeah,
Same.
yeah, yeah,
Especially after what they how they played today. I mean,
Yes.
they've been playing. They're undefeated. No
yeah.
matter how you look at it, how you play the game, they're undefeated. But today they played a well put together game.
Now,
Yeah.
Zelly 2-5. Let me ask you guys this question.
Yes, sir.
Do
What's
you
up?
feel like do you feel like the two teams that participated in last year's championship game are not? Do you think they're I don't want to say forgotten, but it seems like they're not being talked about as much. Is that a fair assessment to make?
Mm.
Yeah, I think it's fair. I think it's accurate. Just not fair. It's accurate. You know, um, DT he's having a great year. He had a great playoff run. You know, that's his second go around the playoffs last year. You know, everyone saw that if they took care of some pieces, like they could make some noise, and that's what they're doing. You know, but what people are doing wrong is overlooking that guy that wears number 4 over there on BIC. They're forgetting
Mm.
who he is. They're forgetting who number
Mm.
2 is. They're forgetting who number 21 is. Those players are still there. Yes, the Animals got better. They added to their depth. They got some players from different teams. Yes, They are a better team overall from last year. But BIC is still BIC, and BIC also added players. And also, you still haven't seen the rookie of the year from last year on the field yet. He's going to come in the playoffs.
Mm.
Dave Valley is going to be the next to the other big white dude they had out there today.
Was it
BIC is
92? Was it 92?
92 or 52. I can't remember.
I think it was
But
92. But yeah, he's a big son bitch.
yeah, like that's what's like. The,
If
so
2-5 can let
like
us
the
know
one guy
that.
was saying that the animal secondary got hurt on the second play. All right, BIC still wasn't fully staffed. But when it comes to like us and the Insomniacs, I'm used to it. You know, it went from them saying that the Insomniacs first title win over the Nightcrawlers. It was lucky. It was a fluke. Nightcrawlers was playing around. Nightcrawlers it's not the real East Coast. We won last year. We got some respect. Now this year as well. Y'all don't play no competition to the playoffs. So it's always going. The field goal is always going to be further for us. So we don't. That's why I say we don't care. But I do believe a lot of people
Oh,
forgot who BIC was.
uh,
As we got a comment in the chat, KK has an argument for MVP this year. He has 10 receiving touchdowns this year. No argument.
None whatsoever. I have no
He was
argument
out there.
there.
He
I
was
feel
out
like
there playing some good football.
yeah, he has an argument for sure. No one's arguing that,
No.
Jordan.
And I think he's going for since the A7 been taken up upon records, I think he's going for one with his receiving touchdowns, if I'm not mistaken.
Mm-hmm.
So
Yep.
he
It's some good ball being played.
100%.
It's some good ball being played this year. Like
Yeah,
I'm definitely like I'm a bigger fan of the A7. It's some good ball being played. It really is. I think in every division, at every level, you know, I feel like every division has gotten better. You know, of course, some divisions, one division is got better quick, and the other division just is taking time. But you see it. And if those teams keep sticking to their program and getting better, like you'll see that that big difference is going to get shorter and shorter. You know, so it's been some good ball being played. KK did what he was supposed to do. You know, so did Ashante Ware, so did Terry Codgerton, so did David Tennant. I mean, minus him getting hurt,
yeah,
he was still David Tender.
yeah,
When he broke that pocket,
yeah,
he still was David Tender. When he threw that ball, when he's throwing those balls, those posts to Manny Diaz and to KP and to Kwani, he was still DT. You know, we can't predict injuries. You know, we just pray
yeah.
that they don't happen. But
Exactly.
he was still DT. You know, I'm pretty sure there's just things that they believe they can do better. But I bet BSE is saying the same thing, even though they won. But that's what winners do. That's what fighters do. Win, lose or draw, they always find or know there's things they can do better, and that's why I respect both those teams. And that's another reason why I could not pick against BIC. I couldn't. I understand what they were like their first two games of like what them not playing as good or what they was not showing. You know, and people were saying, "Oh, you can't use that excuse that they're not fully staffed." But even though they were still winning. And then people were worried, well, are they going to be fully staffed against the animals? And if they are fully staffed, is that enough for the animals? Well, you saw today that it was enough.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Sorry, my bad. Go ahead, Knox. My bad, bro.
uh,
Well,
hold
I
on.
don't care. The question that Dub asked you
I
about it.
know.
Okay. Uh-oh.
Um, I would say honestly, it's one of those where they talked about those two teams leading up to the season, right? They used those two teams as in a sense to build up the hype for the 25th year or however, right? So it's like they're not going to be the focal point now that season is in play. You know what I'm saying? They're gonna try to focus on the up and coming. They're gonna try to focus on different teams or just whoever. You know what I'm saying? Because again, BIC they've been here, and Insomniacs they've been here. Like, and it's you know what I mean. It's like trying to show like there's more teams out there than just these two.
Correct.
So even just how people used to say, even on the podcast, where I was like, all we do is talk about the Insomniacs. All we do is talk. So it's like, since it's the same thing for the league, where they don't want to keep talking about the same teams.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, ladies and gentlemen, I think we have in the Mr. Franklin himself. How's it going, sir? Think you might be on mute. Can't hear you.
You sound far away, big dog.
Yeah. Mm-mm.
No, it's probably your Bluetooth.
You took the words right out of my mouth, Sally. Yeah, I was just about to say that.
And his head looks tired though from the big ass hat that 10-pound caddy had on.
uh, but I do like the point you said right there, 2-5, about it's all about the up and coming. Especially, when you've been winning.
Yeah. It's like, you know what I'm saying? You can only talk about so much, right? Again, you take sick with it versus
Yeah, is this better?
then
Yes,
Well,
yes,
there you
sir.
go. All right, sir.
Yeah, I'm now connected to the Bluetooth.
yeah.
All right, Zelly. I know you asked for it. You got it.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I'm
we
gonna just
not
ask my question. I'm just gonna mute my.
we might not. Go ahead.
Oh, go ahead. Oh no, I'm sorry. What you say? My bad, brother.
I'm saying we might not cover the good portion of that game that you guys want to talk about right this goddamn second.
Understandable.
I
Yes, sir.
I mean, like I gotta um tonight kind of, yeah, man.
Take your time, brother. Take your time.
Nah, that shit tonight, fucking that shit kind of hurt my soul a little bit tonight. Um, one thing I'm big on with these guys, especially at the coin toss or even talking to the coaches throughout the week, is expectations. Like, especially at the coin toss, I set ridiculous expectations because I know exactly what's expected, what's going to happen between these two teams. I know when a game is going to be Disneyland. I know when that shit's going to be Bloods and fucking Crips. Right. I
Mm.
know when that shit is going to take a turn. I know the tendencies of every team out here. So I make sure in my pregame that I cover all those things so that you can never claim to be ignorant to what's about to happen if in fact these different occurrences take place. I think I'm pretty good about setting expectations. Like, one thing, I'll say, like, I know this is a family show and all, but I'm gonna keep it 100 with y'all. Like, when I go out there at the coin toss, I'll be like, listen, guys, you niggas can be all the niggas you want to be today, right? But as soon as I hear someone call someone a bitch, suck my dick, or faggot, right, you are fucking gone from this game. And you are fucking gone from the game. Like, that is a very clear, concise, and I know every person out there that has a tendency to use those phrases, right? Um, I set expectations about, our play clock, that 30-second play clock. If you notice, Jersey games, the pace of the games are much faster than any other games around, because usually if you see me on, like, the 30-second clock is on y'all's ass. Like, no joke, that 30-second clock is on y'all ass. The game is designed to be played at a certain speed. there's certain just expectations. Like when a player gets hurt, I don't unless you're about to come out here and give this man fucking mouth to mouth. Do not bring your black ass on the field. I don't care if you got any medical credentials or not. The 7 or 6 guys on the field with him can huddle around him, find out what's wrong with him, and help his ass off the field, right? So, I try to keep the sidelines clean. These legacy teams, right? You guys in these newer markets, you guys are getting it, right? But these guys really know how to game this shit, right? These guys have been around since the rules have been around, so they know how to game these rules a little bit better. But I'll say this about tonight's incident. At every level of football, between Pop Warner to college, if you empty your fucking sideline, and especially empty your sideline to run over to the other team's sideline, that game is fucking over. At every level of fucking football, that game is fucking over for all intent purposes. At some point in time, you know what I'm saying, as a man, as a leader, you know what I mean, and asking refs around the country to follow my lead, sometimes you got to set a fucking precedent for certain bullshit, and that precedent has to be fucking clear. It has to be fucking concise. Jersey is on their third set of refs this season.
Oh,
right?
shit.
So while you may, you know what I mean, and like even today, 2 of those refs were brand new. Week 1, I'm gonna break it down. Week 1 were the old refs from these last few seasons. You could tell on tape they didn't give a fuck. I fired them. I got a whole new set of refs for week 2 and 3. 2 out of 3 of those refs quit just because I think they were scared, honestly. Today I had 2 new refs out there, right? So I'm training 2 new refs. I'm driving to Jersey 3 hours each way, right, to go and train these guys. I haven't worked a game in Baltimore yet this season, right? Week 1, I was in Indianapolis training a new crew. Excellent crew. Weeks 2 and 4 here, 2 and 5, 2, 3 and 5, whatever, I'm in Jersey working with new referees. And, my job teaching a new referee, especially officiating, I gotta teach these guys at the full retail level, right? I can't teach these guys how to do it wholesale, right? You learn that through experience, through wholesale, where you can, the game just comes to you. But right now, I got to teach these guys the game at full retail so that they understand the magnitude of this game. There's nothing but experience can fucking prepare you for that second type of game. We knew they knew that shit was going to be a knockdown drag. I told them I prepared them well for what we were about to see. And I'm looking at some of the criticisms on the New Jersey page, and I'm looking at motherfuckers like, again, you're on your 3rd set of refs this fucking season. Maybe the refs aren't the fucking problem. That's one thing. But 2, while you're sitting here criticizing, talking about accountability, right? Have you never been new at something? While these officials have 20 years of experience under their belt, there's some very unique, very intricate uniquenesses about our game, right? That's not just muscle memory from just officiating. This shit will have you a little bit off kilter with no snap, with some of the other unique things about our game, right? My question for some of those guys is have you never been new at anything before? Right, while you're calling for people's heads, have you never been, the first day you tried something, you were a fucking expert? You know what I mean? Like, and I don't feel like I'm being unrealistic, but overall, right, at every level of fucking football and most levels of even basketball, right, Melee in the Palace, all that other shit, you empty your fucking bench, that game is fucking done. That shit is cooked. Now, I will say this. Apparently, there was only one punch thrown through all of that. I don't know. I'm gonna have to go watch it 400 times over the next 2 days, right? Okay. But we were on the O2O system, the walkie-talkie system through our ears, talking. The refs can talk to you. I said once I seen BIC empty their fucking bench, all 60 of them motherfuckers, right? There's enough niggas over there to fucking have a Michael Jackson Beat It video, right? When I see 60 motherfuckers empty a bench, I didn't even wait to see if there's any punches being thrown over there. I didn't wait for. I got on the 020 system like, get the fuck off the field. We're off the fucking field. We were in the fucking dressing room halfway dressed. Right, I was putting on a new pair of drawers and everything.
Wow.
The chafe was kicking in. I was putting on a new pair of drawers, everything. You know, Kenny had to call in. Kenny, who runs BISU, who also was head of security at our facility, he had to come in and rap to me. Me and Ryan DePaul had some words, right? But you know, it was the right call to call that game. Now, you know, I've been a part of this a long time. I know where we've come from. The only reason why we went back out on that field is because we did not want to hurt the company. And it took one of the new guys who was their first day today. Now, he's been around for 20 years. He refed in the NBA. Like, he's a superb official. He was like, big dog, I don't want this to come back on you. Right. But it took a new ref to really, you know, and Kenny putting it down. Now, we went back out there and that shit was church mice compared to what it was. Right. And it wasn't anything we couldn't handle, but it doesn't matter. Your bench leaves a fucking sideline. That game is the fuck over. I don't give a fuck if you guys come to a kumbaya moment 10 minutes later. Right? All I seen was 50 guys run crossfield. So for me, you know, that shit's over. That shit's not compromisable for me. I've never had to do that before, right? But I've never had to do it in all these years. I've never had to do that. You know, we've managed most of this shit, right? This is everyone's getaway. You know what I mean? Like, you know, like in Baltimore, this shit saves lives. This shit keeps motherfuckers off the street. You know what I mean? Like, I know what this shit means to these guys, right? We come from jumping fences and getting kicked off one field to run into another to now we're on fucking Fox Soul and all this other extra shit. I'm driving out to fucking Jersey, driving out to Indianapolis, flying out to fucking Vegas. Are you fucking kidding me? I don't want to hurt the company. So we went the fuck back out there. But by the rule book, right? So if it's not written in our rule book, on our webpage, right, then we defer back to NFHS rules, high school rules, right? But it doesn't matter. Pop Warner, high school, college, basketball, or NFL, right? If you want to be in a fucking brawl and the game still continue, you got to go play baseball or fucking hockey. But in either one of those rule books, you empty everyone that leaves that fucking bench in the midst of something that could be contentious. That game is fucking over.
And it's automatic.
Everyone left that motherfucker.
Yeah.
But we
These motherfuckers didn't even. It wasn't even enough motherfuckers to play 3-on-3 in the half court. This shit was done. So overall, you know, that's the gist of it. You know, I don't want to get into the ridiculous details of it, but the gist of it, of what you seen, was us dipping, and then you know, I seen Jaffos on the joint. I mean, he was like, when the fuck has a game ever been forfeited or the refs leave and the game still continue? You had Ryan DePaul come out of the fucking booth and try to referee the rest of that game with another production guy.
Yeah,
Well, I don't even know what that shit looked like on film. I can't wait to see it.
Oh, you gonna laugh? Hey, you gonna laugh?
I didn't get it. I'm sitting there like, wait a minute, how are we continuing this game with no league officials out here? It was.
Yeah, you gonna laugh for sure. You gonna laugh.
But no, but we definitely thank you for coming on and ironing that out. That explains a lot now.
Yeah, that shit was tough. That shit was tough, man. That shit hurt my fucking soul, man. That shit was tough.
Well, you being the head official, first and foremost, your priority is the safety of your crew, because that's your
100%.
crew. And I know how much you take that to the core, because I mean, you always make sure that your guys are okay. I saw that firsthand in last year at New Jersey, in the championship game. So I understand full-fledged. So I mean, obviously, there was a lot of talk amongst the players, but again, like I said, if you want to know, that's why we always try to get facts, and that's why we go to the head source. And again, we appreciate you coming on and verifying
100%.
Definitely.
of what's going on, because I mean, you guys have a hard job as it is, and then the fact for you just telling us that this is the third set of referees that New Jersey alone has had.
You've been
That's
working, brother.
that
You've been
that's
working
ass that's asinine insane.
in itself.
Four
Yeah.
or five Zoom, 3 to 4 Zoom calls a week. Talking about it's one thing. Getting you down, some of the principles of where we're gonna line up and getting the idea of some of this shit is one thing. But you know, it just but doing it's just a whole nother thing, man. When these guys out here with as fast as you guys are, with as physical as you guys are, like I mean, you motherfuckers are some warriors out here on this fucking field, dog. Like,
100%.
but this is different. This is different. It's different to get used to our tackling rules, right? It's different to know when someone can be when you have to wrap up and when you don't have to wrap up. As a white hat, right? I'm trying to train the white hat the most. So the first game, you always see me when I'm with a new crew. You see me behind the quarterback with the other ref, so we can go through everything. There's so many fucking checks before a ball's even snapped. Right? Is the ball in the right place? Are the chains lined up? Are the linemen within 1 feet of each other? Is the quarterback within fucking 5 yards? Is his cadence only 3 yards? Or is his cadence only 3 sounds? Did the tight ends fucking declare? Does this tight end not have to declare because he's not on the line? Like, there's so many fucking checks for a white hat before the ball is even snapped. Again, my question would be, have you never been new at anything before? Right?
Facts.
And the first time around doing something with as many uniquenesses as our game has, where could you be a fucking expert at this? So I see again these guys on the Jersey page calling for accountability or calling for officials' heads. Like, that shit's fucking ridiculous. And I wanted to go in on that fucking post, but I may have to go live tomorrow. I may need this network to myself tomorrow, Dub.
Hey,
I need to fucking hijack and borrow this fucking network, and I'm gonna go. Well, they control the game and stand their calls, whether like listen. And we were standing on business, man. Listen, I'm so mad. I went back out there. I took off my fucking my Under Armour thermal. I took off my tights. I took off my knee fucking pads. A motherfucker came in and talked us. Went back out there, out in the fucking cold without my insulation on. Driving home, I pull over at the fucking gas station, man. I feel like I got the fucking gout in this bitch, dog. Like that cold was in my that cold was in my ass, dog. Full Diddy. Like, that shit was crazy. Going back out there to fucking finish that game. That shit was fucking crazy. But man, listen, just so that at a minimum, give you guys some perspective, because you're gonna see fucking 1,000 opinions. You're gonna see 1,000 opinions on the Jersey page. Hey, Miss Jody.
Yes, ladies and gentlemen, Mr. Franklin knows about Miss Jody as well.
What was I saying again? Okay, back to what I was saying. But maybe it's not the fucking refs, dog. Maybe it's not. You know what I mean? Like, when I took over Baltimore had ran off 60 refs. I'd watched them personally run off 20, 25.
whoa!
Right? Oh my! It was ridiculous. Like, I'm the head ref, not because I was the best, but by osmosis, motherfucker. Like, because I was what was left, basically, and they couldn't get rid of me. They couldn't intimidate me. You know what I mean? Like my day didn't even start until I got threatened twice. Right? The shit wasn't even fun to me until I got threatened twice. Right? So this, Baltimore, one thing, about this market is, you got to have thick fucking skin, and you got to have some of the thickest skin. The greatest compliment I've ever received as an official was from a Baltimore player. And sometimes, like, when you come together with like another coach, the other coach has a tendency to want to walk over and hear what the fuck you're talking about, especially if he thinks he's complaining about a call or whatever. One coach said to me, he's like, well, I don't even walk out there anymore to check on what you're talking about, because I know what you called is what you called. He said, I know you'd rather take an ass whooping than fold and not stand on business on your calls. And he's not wrong. Like it is what it is. You
That's
know, as a
respect.
coach, you're entitled to. Yeah. Hey, James, when you got an 8-inch tongue, baby, you got to be a freak, dog. Hey,
Oh
I heard that boy
man.
James got one too. Somebody said that boy don't even eat coochie no more. He just licks G spots. That's what I heard. Hey, fuck this goddamn platform right now, dog. I'm going off, man. It's fucking 1 a.m. This is what you get right now.
No, well,
Um,
we asked you to come on, so you exactly give it to us. This is it.
yeah, you know, shit, you know what to expect with me, goddamn. This ain't
Yes,
Christian
sir.
Mingle on this bitch. Hey, hey,
Oh.
oh man,
Oh.
yeah, man. Listen, man. Now you know what, man. This shit's tough, man. Like, hey, I had a tough week last week when I had to vicariously smack this nigga 2-5 through Branch. God damn it, I had to get someone's attention. Nah, I'm fucking with y'all, man. That shit was a terrible situation. Hey, listen, of all people to fuck with, man, 2-5 is probably the wrong nigga to choose. I don't give a fuck what emotion you going through. Like, I'm not really trying to test 2-5. You know what I mean? Like, there's a couple niggas like, let me just talk to this. Let me just rap to him. Let's talk about it. Right? I turn around, I see it's 2-5. We're gonna talk about it. We're not gonna be throwing no fucking hands. I'm fucking with you, 2-5. Right? You ain't got to get me, dog. I see you coming off the game. Nigga went on pause and everything.
He is being very attentive right.
Hey, because it's one of those where even like in the moment, right? I got to think before I necessarily react or speak. So it's like a part of me can say a whole bunch of shit, but then that would just be typical 2-5 that everybody think they know. Or I could just sit here and just make a couple different faces and they're like, oh, that's the new and improved 2-5. Or I could just sit here and be like, Will, that was
Take the higher road, nigga. Take the higher road. I'm fucking with you. I'm fucking with you.
you should have
God
been
damn.
you
Hey,
should
you
have
know
been
what? I'm gonna be honest with you. I'm gonna be honest with you. The tape
fucking
never
that.
showed the punch. I never seen it.
That nigga hurt
I just had to
himself.
take a bunch of people's words for it because it was not
it,
on video.
it was never no. It was never shown either on
Yeah,
at
so
least when
I've
I was
never
watching.
seen it.
Oh
You
I have
gotta
wow.
no
take
idea
everybody
what
word
happened.
for it though.
Listen, when the word you got to take is fucking Derek's and Dubs and whoever else seen it live. I mean, that's it.
That's exactly. Those are the
That's
words
Yeah.
it.
I'm talking about.
Yeah, I mean, shit. I got told somebody got the video, so I'm waiting for it to be sent to me because I ain't even see it. I really didn't see it.
I heard y'all shook it up afterwards, man. You know what I'm saying? Like, it takes
And
big men to fucking to do something
I'm
like
a
that after an altercation.
It's heat of the moment.
nah.
Uh
I don't
oh.
know who the fuck told you that shit, but that's not what we're gonna go with. That right there, in a sense, I will definitely clarify. And the only people who was there was myself, him, and Chris. So or Coach Wallace, you feel me? It's one of those where I had to express like it's it's deeper than me when that shit whatever, you feel me? I fuck with Derek like heavy, you feel me? He's good people to me, you feel me? Like so it's not about me, right? But what I did tell him is, and what I had to reiterate, and I'm pretty sure many different people reiterated the same shit, where it's like I had a life before this life. So me not reacting a certain way is in a sense trying to show the growth of myself as well as let people know this whole time I've been respectfully misunderstood and you don't fucking know me. You just know me from when we hop on the field. I'm gonna pop my shit because you can't fuck with me. And I'm one of those where I'm gonna talk and I'm a you know. So even in that case, you can do two things, bro. You can be who everybody think that you are, or you can be who you know you are and what you're trying to become or what you're trying to do, and let everybody sit there and make it what they want to make it. Make it a joke. Shit, I don't give a fuck.
Man,
Make
we
it.
gotta laugh at it at some point. I will say this, man. I don't think in the history of our league, I don't think we've ever suspended anybody for self-defense, right? And from what I understand, how off Jeremiah was about that, I spoke with him about it. Turns out you weren't even the right person that even did whatever he thought had happened. So that shit was extremely unjust, man. I know I'm making light of it, man, but I'm not making light of it. I don't want you upset with me, big dog. I'm not trying to salt no wounds, but I know that probably still. I didn't know if it was still sensitive stuff. Too soon, I guess. God damn it, my bad. Apologize. God damn it.
You good? I mean,
Um,
you got attention off of what happened to you motherfuckers today. So I feel,
Exactly.
you know,
listen. Hey, listen. Now that everyone has perspective, we can have a conversation. You know what I'm saying? Now it's not a whole bunch of just like when you go and read all these comments on the Jersey page, you be able to maybe you can understand the player side of it. Maybe you
Got a
can
little bit
understand a
there.
little bit of the official side of it. But that it's still. But I let them know, man, like you can't even leave your sideline to come assist someone that's hurt from the other team, right? If someone is hurt from the animals, the 6 guys on the field can carry him off. Somebody on the field might be qualified mouth to mouth if they need to give it to him, right? Whatever it might be. Do not leave that sideline.
Yeah.
So for 60 cats to go, that shit was and for anybody to tell me that move was tender or soft is out of their fucking mind, and they have no idea what they're talking about from an officiating standpoint, right? When half these motherfuckers don't know what they're talking about from a playing standpoint.
hey
Now,
Will,
Go ahead.
go ahead,
let
Tavai.
me let me tell you this though, right? Within that week, right, and this is bringing up the shit that just had happened, right? Punches were thrown. Both sidelines definitely came off and came onto the field. But we still finished our game and our refs still stayed.
Well, just so you have some perspective on that, I was called to make that call, whether you guys were going to continue to play that game or not, because they'd never seen that situation before. So I really had to get a perspective on what was going on, what was happening, and how under control it was.
It was under
You
control.
know,
The way that
and that's the reason why you got to continue the game,
I
right?
believe
But I got a phone call. I was on the phone with Derek, and I heard Dub up there live streaming and talk talking about a little pocket here breaking out or a little pocket there breaking. I was on the phone with Derek because I called Preston. Preston got a hold of the white hat on the field, and I had to get my perspective from what was actually happening. So that
yeah, but
call was that. Go
it
ahead.
wasn't. I mean, I see what you're saying by the call was made by you, but I'm telling you from being down there on the sidelines with the players, with the owners, nigga, your call didn't mean shit. Because they was ready to go pack their shit up and leave, whether you motherfuckers said it was okay or not.
They wouldn't have initiated the call if they just wanted to
No,
leave.
I'm telling you, from Lee, right? That's the owner of the Stealth. That motherfucker didn't want to finish the game. But we asking and we telling him like, hey bro, like, please, like for us, you know what I'm saying? For y'all, whatever, finish the game. So y'all say so and oh yeah, you feel me? We're gonna give the approval from that's not how that shit went. I guarantee you, and that's why I like where I'm
Hey,
at because
Doug.
I get the view of the officials. Why? Because I talk to my officials. You know what I'm saying? I'm in my officials' ear. I let them know, hey, you need this. Woo, talk to me, yada yada yada, so on and so forth. But I also deal with my players. You feel me? So I hear all the different points of views to where it's like, I see what you're saying, but in some cases, y'all don't control these organizations, man. he was ready to call it. He was ready to quit.
Right, because that's what the book calls for, right? But he was just trying to make sure from an A7FL perspective that he wasn't doing the wrong thing. So he wouldn't have been wrong. He wouldn't have been wrong to leave that game. That's exactly what the rule calls for. Now, what you just seen was just a different way of it being enforced today. I don't even know on the video. Does it show BIC leaving their sideline, or does it go off? Or
yeah, you see them running over it. Well, you see first. What you first see is the animals players running towards where the situation happened. Camera
on
pans
their
out.
sideline? On their sideline.
You see that you see the animal sideline more, and then they show from other angles that you saw BIC coming onto the side.
Yeah, so our field is 37 and a half yards wide. To see 40, 50 dudes in 40-yard dashes across the field, and two of my refs, the new ones, surrounded, we're walking off that field.
Oh, so they were surrounded. When did it happen exactly? Because I'm currently like watching.
I'm still not 100% sure. While I have a few, maybe a little tussle or something that happened because the play ended up out of bounds. Some sort of tackle out of bounds, right?
Well, what it looked like is that it was extra with David Tender. One of the BIC players had a little. The play was over because he ran out of bounds, but it was a little extra going on with the blocking out of bounds. And so when that happened, DT fell. Of course, in any sport, the quarterback goes down.
Linemen protect their quarterback.
They're going to protect the quarterback. That's
alignment. Yeah, I see.
That's number one, and I think that's what that was. But you kind of knew that. I thought the game was going to start off that way in the beginning with how it was in the chats.
I ain't seen no punches though.
Well, Ashante was on here earlier. Mr. Worthy was on here and said there was no punches thrown. So
it was a lot of shoving. You feel me?
Yeah,
but no punches.
Yeah, Worthy said there was no punches thrown.
And in that circumstance, a punch doesn't have to be thrown in order to do what I did.
Like you said, the benches were cleared.
Cleared.
That's a rule. That's it. That's understandable.
That's what you're saying, right? Because they cleared the sidelines, right?
Yeah.
Because they cleared the sideline, and I clearly told them that if any of that had happened in the pre-talk, at the coin toss, what was going to happen? People were going to be kicked off. There was no one left for BIC to play with. I don't think there was anyone left on that sideline.
So if the original would have,
but you guys have way more perspective than me because I haven't seen it once yet.
Okay.
Here's my question: if the rules are the rules, and if BIC did what they did and they cleared the bench, and obviously if you clear the bench, that's an ejection, whatnot. Would the game have been forfeited, and would the animals have been given the win if you guys would have stuck to your original guns and not go back out there and finish this game? What would have been the result of the game?
I believe that would have been a BIC forfeit.
Okay.
Right. A punch being thrown over there would result in a suspension for that individual, maybe even two individuals. But you guys are saying you guys got more perspective than me. You said no punches were thrown. I've heard one punch was thrown. I've also heard before talking with you guys, no punches were thrown. But clearing your sideline to go and potentially, not I don't know whether be the aggressors or but that was out, right? I was already throwing penalty. Coaches were coming out on the field just asking questions that they weren't supposed to be coming out to the field on, and they were getting hit with timeouts. They were using their timeouts. They got hit with a couple of 15s, right, for just coming out on the field too much. Hey, right. So I was, go ahead.
2 hours and 41 minutes. Whenever you're ready.
On the video, right, when it happened.
That's like
2 hours 41 minutes. All right. Yeah. I'm going straight to it. I mean, nothing else really matters. I'm gonna go I got to go and assess my guys. I think they did a fucking great job today. But yeah, I'm gonna be on that joint.
Yes,
Benjamin
living room,
Ferone's
he
black. He was
is.
trying to tell the black team to
Yeah,
go back.
Sterry was trying to escalate the situation for sure.
You know what? But when it's one guy, and you
I know,
guys are giving him credit because I still haven't seen it,
I
right?
know.
But it's still like he had to leave his sideline to go and play peacemaker. But
At the end of the
I can't see him.
right,
I'm just you see
at the
60
end of
guys running across field, you just heads on a swivel. Fuck.
so at the end of the day, what came down to it was benches being cleared because that's the rule. That's it. That's and there it is.
That's it. I mean, there's nothing else. Like if I had to go to court and just stand on it, that's what I'd be standing on. Right? I'd have 6 rule books in front of me.
And no, we're not talking about Jack Daniels, folks.
little wrestling term right there. Well,
Yeah, man. It was man. Whew. Yeah, man, that was tough. That was tough. That was a tough situation, man. Me and it was tough. I won't get into the other details of the behind the scene details, man. But we were that was a tough situation, dog. And I, again, it's the first time I've ever had to do some shit like that. But how else do you get your point across when guys, what I'm saying, when this type of shit keeps happening? I gotta set a precedent that now creates a training moment for everyone across the country.
All right,
Right.
well,
So, and
because y'all be holding a lot out there, and that shit don't get called.
again, man, I'm training new crews. I got 3 crews so far this year. Right. I gotta let some folks settle in and get comfortable with everything, man. Between what tight end is eligible, double. You guys didn't even know that you guys could run double tight end out there.
Why we didn't know that?
Derek keeps telling me how many people, and even Preston on some of our calls, they didn't even know as refs and players that you can have double tight end formation out there, right? So
we don't run it, so they don't necessarily look for it. You know what I'm saying? I get what you're saying, but like we don't run it.
But with new refs out there, you know what I mean? Like all I'm asking for, you know what I'm saying, with new refs is a little bit of grace and mercy, especially when I'm having conversations with you as a coach throughout the week of what we're facing this week. This is what we're up against. This is what you guys asked for.
You gotta start taking them to the park, man. Y'all gotta start like really going up to the park, like with yourselves. You feel me? Like y'all gotta practice. Just like some teams practice, y'all practice. Make some.
I mean, we have a bunch of Zoom calls, man. I mean, that's all we can really do right now is all the Zoom calls we have throughout it. I mean, we take advantage of you guys. Obviously, I mean, I'm gonna say this, man. Your guys' officials are probably the most prepared officials, knowledge-wise, right? Preston sends out a 10-question 10-question test every week to his guys, and if they don't pass, then they can't even take the field.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? But he's got a 20 ref rotation too. Shit.
Not really.
Maybe it's like 8 or 9 guys. I mean, if you guys have 3 games, you got 3 different sets of refs all the time.
Nah, we literally have the same refs every week. They might ref different games. They might have one might get subbed out, but we literally have the same refs. And you guys run what? 4? We only run 3.
We only are running 4 because I'm there training.
No.
Under no. Yeah.
Okay. But I'm still saying like we only have 3, so it's like it's the same consistent refs. You know what I mean? Like,
right.
It might switch up games or like one might substitute with the other, but I get what you're saying though.
Thank you, Miss Jody. I do give a damn. I will say that I do give a damn. I would love to see our sport just prosper, man. Like for the life of me, I can't figure out why the hell we ain't been on ESPN yet.
James, one just has to raise their hand, the other one got to be lined off the ball, if I'm not mistaken, correct?
No, they can both be on the line of scrimmage, right? You got four linemen. The two middle ones are the one that qualify as your designated linemen. The two on the end, you can all be lined up. As long as the two on the end raise their hands, they're eligible. You don't have to pull one back and put them like in the H back spot.
Yeah.
They can both be on the line of scrimmage, and they both raise their hand, and we have double tight.
That's fire.
Yeah,
I
so
think I
I
saw a
mean,
few that happened today actually.
That's fire.
I think I saw a couple of tight ends doing that. I overheard you say about ESPN. I agree.
yeah, man.
I,
Like, listen,
I agree.
you got professional pillow fighting on ESPN. You got professional fucking tag, right? You gonna tell me we don't got the same appeal as fucking cornhole? Corn fucking hole?
I agree. I agree. This is entertaining. Very very
Yeah, I
entertaining.
mean, like, our production is there. We got the athletes.
Yep.
Um,
We got to get the officials.
you got it. You got him too far.
Hey, I fuck with it, man. Hey, I appreciate that shot. Touche. Too fucking shay. Too fucking shay. Um, hey, listen, if I ever felt like or if the if there was any sort of consensus amongst our council or our board of directors that that I wasn't adequate, I would happily step down from this shit if we could attract the next level of talent, right? If we could attract the next level of talent and we could get like Power Five referees in here, I would gladly step aside and become an Indian in this thing. There may be a point in time where I've taken this as far as my potential allows. Right, I'm not beyond that thought. I don't work on ego like that. Um, that's just not who I am. What I'm saying, but while I've been tasked and been asked to do this, I'm doing it to the best of my ability, organizing 30, 40, 50 refs across the country, right? Traveling to where I got to travel to in order to get motherfuckers prepared to see, for what they're about to see with this new different brand of football that they, what I'm saying, that catches everyone off guard, right? These refs can't believe what the fuck is happening on these 3-on-1 throw-offs. Shit's crazy to them. Right, being out there explaining exactly how this onside kick is going to work, because again, the team that's losing in the fourth quarter, the entire fourth quarter, every throw off is an onside attempt, right? But especially in that last 6 minutes, like they had to be on it. But what I'm saying, you got Shanti out there putting up stupid fantasy numbers tonight.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, he went ape shit.
Mm-hmm.
Yo, man, him and man, Manny Diaz and listen, nothing can be, taken away from those guys. You know what I mean? They're
Yeah.
both passionate as fuck.
Yeah.
Great athletes, man. Those guys were killing it out there. Like, that was an
Yeah.
entertaining game to watch. I
It
would
was.
never want to kill the entertainment value of our game. You know what I
Absolutely.
mean? I know what it cost us. It cost us views. It cost us live audience, right? I don't know how many platforms we're on, right? I know that it costs us, right? But at some point, man, enough is enough. But man, listen, I don't want to be on my soapbox all night, man. I appreciate y'all letting me on here to get off a little bit. Even help me be in preparation for probably some of these lives tomorrow if I decide to join any, or if I just decide to do one on my own.
No.
Um,
We appreciate you coming on and ironing it out. This this is what the platform is all about. Get it out.
oh no, wait, listen, don't, it wasn't for free. I was selling this. I was selling this perspective to the highest goddamn outlet. Goddamn Dub, sent your boy $12. That was the highest bid I got, so I'm on this bitch, dog. I'm not that in demand. I'm just a ref. But I was definitely selling this story to the highest platform, dog. TMZ ain't come calling. Dub came calling.
We definitely appreciate the ball.
Goddamn fucking Geraldo over here with the hard hitting questions and shit.
Well,
God
I
damn it.
mean, our viewers want to know, but we appreciate you giving us the
Exactly.
feedback and giving us yours and the ref's perspective. It's always greatly appreciated. So,
Take my
folks,
black ass in the house, man. It's 1:15, dog.
yeah, get some
We
rest.
appreciate we appreciate you, Mr. Franklin.
All right, man. Appreciate you guys, bro.
Yes,
All
sir.
right. That is the head official of the A7FL, Mr. Will Franklin, coming on and laying it down the law. So anything that you read in the player pages, Will Franklin has spoken
Yes,
and said that's how it went down, if you will.
indeed. Hey,
I
but 2-5
think
from you watching the. I'm sorry, Dale. I know we about to wrap up. But I just want to ask 2-5 since he watched the game. What's his perspective of the game so far that what he's seen?
A lot of people saying that the animals got better. I feel like in some cases they did get better, but it's still kind of like the same team. You feel me? Like still the same offense where you got Tender running for life and still just making great plays. Just being able to keep the play alive. You know what I'm saying? So it's like whatever system it is for them, it works. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
He's
Mm-hmm.
still just like in their first meeting, you know, it's taking for them to adjust. And they're still getting, you know, of course, cooked by Manny Diaz. He's cooking that. But it's cool.
That was a very entertaining game.
I would
And
say if watching this though, if this Animals team was to play Insomniacs, yeah, I'll take Insomniacs for sure. I don't see, yeah. I mean, they cool. Don't get me wrong, but nah. In reality, I feel like they like number 3 for real.
yeah.
It's the same team. You know what I'm saying? It's the same team.
Mm-hmm.
Same, in a sense, the same offense. Defense still looks the same. You know what I mean? Like they're still giving up ducats. So it's like they're being able to score, but they giving up cheeks too.
Which was just the same situation when they played in the playoffs last season.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Secondary.
They'll be back though. I think they'll be back. Hell, it might come down to them in BIC again
to
the
play
championship game to wherever it may be played. So
to get there, yeah, I agree.
So we could have had a playoff preview.
So it's gonna for sure be like a part. What is it? What would this be? Part 3? This would be
Yep.
part 3.
Yeah.
Yep. Yeah. All right, Dub, you want to wrap us up?
All right. Well,
I mean,
first off,
his ass off, but what the fuck?
First off, we want to say special thanks to Ashante Worthy for joining us. Special thanks to Zelly for joining us. Special thanks to Mel Carey for joining us. Special thanks to Will Franklin for joining us. And, of course, it's always good to have Live with 2-5 in the building.
Always.
And Eric Munchie Shufford Jr. Just remember, folks, we will be off next week as we will celebrate Easter/Resurrection Sunday and also WrestleMania weekend here in Vegas.
Woohoo! Monday Night Raw, baby.
But we will be back next on our next show. We'll be back for the 27th of April recap show. But we will have another side of the ball coming up to you this week and next week. But please enjoy your Good Friday and your Easter Sunday and your Easter Monday and your Earth Day. All those coming in within the next week. But 425 for Mizzle and for all of our guests that came in and joined us, for those that chimed in the chat, for the 17 that are watching us right now, we appreciate y'all. We thank y'all. And oh, by the way, to my nephews, DeAndre and William, congratulations on your baptism, fellas. Stay with the Lord, and that's your friendly uncle advice. But congrats on your baptism, boys. But for all of us here from the A7FL, we say thank you for watching, and we will see you in 2 weeks. Enjoy your time off, heal up, heal your bodies, and let's go down to the home stretch. No, he had to take a phone call, Miss Jody, but nonetheless, thank y'all. Good night, and yeet.
Somebody's talking in the background. Hey.
As the Super Dirty Maker will take us home. But you have been watching the A7FL Mizzle and Dub Recap Show.
Good night, everybody.